Center.
In the NBA, it was fun while it lasted, but the Spurs finally fell. Nikola Jokic had 31 points and 20 rebounds and 12 assists, powering the Denver Nuggets past the Spurs 136-131. Jamal Murray scored 39 points. The Denver Nuggets rallied to beat the Spurs, coming back from a 20-point deficit. In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys are adding some offensive line depth, agreeing to a deal with offensive lineman Matt Hennessy, according to ESPN's Todd Archer. In other NFL free agent news, former Cardinal quarterback Kyler Murray has a new home. After being released earlier in the week by the Cardinals, he is now a Minnesota Viking as a one-year vet minimum deal. He's already owed $36.8 million from Arizona. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh, yeah, baby. It's the Morning Huddle on a Friday. Partying, yeah.
Pace yourself.
I know.
Pace
Gotta
yourself.
slow down, man. Slow down. Slow my
This is a
roll.
marathon. Let's walk down and get them all.
Slow my roll here. But it is the Morning Huddle 94.1. I'm AJ. Over here to my left, the one, the only, Mr. Rob Thompson.
Sir.
Good morning, Robert.
Good morning. Good morning. How's things?
Things are things,
right.
man. Things are things. Rob and I went to the Spurs game last night.
All I know is they were winning when I was watching.
They were.
I'm not saying I have a great effect on things, but when I had eyes on, we had a nice 15-point lead.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Without Wemby?
Without women, they didn't matter.
They didn't have Wemby. They had AJ and I. We were there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were like
okay.
the 12th man, and they didn't even need us. We were the 6th man in waiting, and they were smoking them. And we decided at halftime they don't need us.
Yeah, let's roll
Let's
out.
go on and head home.
And things went south from there.
Yep.
Things went south from there. It was a bad third quarter and a worse fourth quarter. And the Spurs fall last night to the Nuggies. Disappointing loss for sure.
Well,
Even without Wemby, but just because it felt like
we had 'em.
again, if you watch the first half of that game, it was one of the most dominant halves of the season. It was Joker against the Spurs,
Which
And-
was
and it, I mean, it was an
enough.
admirable effort for Joker in the first half. He already had 12 rebounds, 15 points, 12 rebounds.
Yeah, he had
By halftime?
Yeah, he had 15 and 10 at half.
I mean, he was getting whatever he wanted, but nobody else was playing well, quite frankly. It was Jamal Murray was driving into the paint, taking bad shots, not willing to pass. It was ugly. And then they came out, they made their adjustments. The halftime adjustments did not go well for the Spurs, apparently. As
Those on the brigade bar, I mean, honestly, AJ and I were in the car. Did they run out of gas in the third? Because I saw some valiant efforts late in the fourth. I mean, they were still competing in the end, but it just felt, in my mind, it felt like that halftime they had a nice lead, and when you're riding that kind of wave and you go, okay, we can ease off the gas, that's when you lose that game. You know?
yeah, I mean, what I was listening to was they started to be a little loose with the ball.
There you go.
I think we saw most of the game without Wemby out there. They are they're going to be out rebounded. I mean, it's hard for them to. There's not much post presence outside of him. Yeah, I mean, when Cornette's on the floor, they got something, but when
No
he
points.
sits, it's like
No offensive,
none.
nil. And as much as we can hope for a little bit from Luke, we need something.
Yeah.
You know, and 4-point difference.
I blame the fact that he canceled the Magic City night. Maybe,
karma.
Yeah, maybe grow up a little bit, go a little thicker skin, and you mind your business. And if you mind your own business, maybe you'll score some points.
Yeah, I'm looking at the box. While I mean, Joker was an equal opportunity offensive dude last night, because not only did he get 31, the 11, the assists he threw out, 12 assists.
That's crazy.
So everybody else ate too. So you got 6 dudes in double figures. You got another dude with 39. I mean, as much as they brought their offense last night, there's no quibbling with their ability to put the ball in a bucket now. They're still hitting shots.
Yeah.
But the defense, that tells me that's effort. I mean, and it's not like they didn't have the effort. But after this run, I think you needed to kind of release the pressure on the pressure cooker a little bit and that fourth quarter. I think there was valiant effort. Again, I didn't see it, but the highlights showed me that I saw Spurs hitting the floor, diving for balls. I mean, the effort was there, but sometimes that's just not enough when you're playing a hot team who has – let's not kid. I mean, the Nuggets dispatched the Rockets the night before. They're hot.
Yeah, the Nuggets are better than their record says they are. It's not – this is by no stretch a bad loss. It's just it's just a bad way to lose a game.
Yeah, a 22-point lead or whatever that was. I don't care at what point in the game. It's a shameful loss. You wonder how the reaction will be. I hope it's just one of – yeah, we know exactly what our problems were, and hopefully they can self-diagnose. You know, I know what our problem is. We don't need to work it out, Coach. We can figure this thing out. And the other thing is, Joker's just about that good. I mean,
he's absurd.
You
really
give
is
him
ridiculous.
just an inch, he's going to take a mile, and he did.
And the other thing is, they made their free throws. They got to the line, and they kept making their free throws, and that's so we've seen games that the Spurs have won because their opponents just could not hit free throws. Wasn't a problem for them. Joker and Murray combined to go 26 of 26 from the free throw line.
You're not going to beat anybody doing that.
I mean, yeah, they didn't give anything away, and Murray did a great job of getting to the basket in the second half. From what it sounded like, and again, he didn't. The shots weren't really falling for him all night, but late he decided I'm just going to keep driving to the hoop. Get the contact and get the points that way, and he did. And he ends up being their leading scorer, 39 points for him. We saw this kid, Spencer Jones. I say kid, he's like 25 years old. I had no idea who he was. Yeah. Like, I don't even remember him from college. And I'm a nerd about college basketball and stuff. I was like, I don't remember. He went to Stanford about 4 or 5 years ago. I couldn't pick him out of a lineup, and he was drilling threes. Rob was like, I forget that Jonas Valanciunas comes off the bench for this team.
Him off the bench.
He hardly even plays. And then Julian Strother, who's another guy, I think a good player who's not even reached his peak yet, came off the bench, did some good things. It was just a team that didn't roll over and die when a lot of the Spurs opponents of late have rolled over and died. And we talked about it yesterday. The Nuggets know where they are in the standings. They're going to have to fight tooth and nail for the rest of this season. And that was the example last night.
It's a worthy conversation to have as to where they're going to land at the bottom of the West, because they're going to end up in a place where the Spurs don't want to be in. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think the Spurs are hoping that the Nuggets keep on winning and avoid that 7 range, because that's where the Spurs don't want to see them.
Got outscored 42-25 in the fourth.
I mean, they got outscored
42 points in the fourth quarter. That's a team out of gas.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be mad at them because
but you can't argue out of gas when they're as deep as they are.
I know, but I think it's not physical anymore. These guys are in shape. Even Wemby's in as good a shape as he's going to be right now. It's a mental thing. You gave up 42 points, and a lot of that is your safety net wasn't there. You know, when Wemby's back there, you can take the edge off defense just for a second, and it won't even matter because your guy ain't going into paint whether you're playing good D or not.
Yeah.
So you can take your edge off and get a little bit of rest. Not a lot, but enough when you got that safety net. And last night you didn't get to do that, and it wore them down. And to their credit, they were fighting till the end. Steph Castle, triple-double, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, and he was playing everybody. He was on Joker a fair amount of time. It looked like Jamal kind of wore him out in the second half, but I don't want to be mad, but you don't ever want to start a negative trend. And so, the bounce back is 42 points in the fourth quarter. That's just terrible.
And this is also a 48-18 basketball team.
Yeah.
And, we're picking it,
Well, we have to.
We're splitting hairs. But
because
that's what they've become.
To pick at.
That's what they've become.
The depth was great. The scoring, hell, they scored 131 points. I'm not mad at the offense without Wemby. I mean, they were hitting the shots. They were willing passers. Lots of assists. Not a lot of turnover. Well, 15. When you get to the numbers, it's uglier than you might have thought. But enough to where you didn't feel like they lost the game because of turnovers. It was just when your offense is that hot, your defense doesn't stick with it, and it's a game of runs. Denver just held on, being a more savvy basketball team, beating a team that was kind of tired.
And they also lost a game to the best player in the world.
And watching the first half, there was one play with Joker. He got the ball at the free throw line. It exhausted every passing option available. It was like a quarterback reading the zone. He stood at the free throw line. There's cutter here, cutter there. Guy comes around. No, I'll just go ahead and shoot it and bucket, all net and just back up. It's impossible to play a guy like that unless you're so tall like Wemby that you adjust the way he delivers it. But they were at the mercy. He could have made any shot he wanted, and he was making every pass he wanted to.
And that the frustrating thing was, typically when the Spurs lose games, almost the first thing I always look at is three-point percentage. And when they lose, it's because they took a bunch of bad threes. And
not mad at that.
No, they shot 40% from three last night. They were great. I don't know, like you said, maybe they just ran out of steam. Maybe they're mentally drained. I don't know. But you can't finish a game the way they finished that one. And like you said, you don't want it to become a trend. I mean, it's been like when the Spurs lose, it's generally they blow it in the second half.
Well, yeah, but 9 times out of 10, there's 3 culprits to every loss. You can look at it's free throw shooting, 3-point percentage. In every game, you can look at those, and that's your barometer. If they don't succeed at either, I bet it's 95% loss percentage. I mean, seriously, if you lose on both those categories to the other team, you're going to lose every game. So you can fall on that. It's how you got there that you worry about. How did we get there? Was it a sub pattern on my fault as the coach? Did I put a dude in the wrong place at the wrong time, or were we just a step slow? And of course, you've got the Wemby effect. I mean, and I think at the end of the day, all things are cleaned up with Wemby standing behind you.
All right, well, we're going to talk about this game a lot throughout the day. We'll also talk about their game coming up this weekend against the Hornets. We got football to talk. We got college hoops to talk. It is a big, big day here on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and happy Friday as you head into your early morning commute. 35 northbound Weidner. Got a stall with 3 right lanes blocked. We've also got about a 20-minute ride along 1604 westbound, I-10 over to 281. I-10 eastbound Loop 410 to 1604, 5-6 minutes. And on 35 southbound Evans to 1604, 10-12-minute ride. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
The future won't wait. Neither should you. That's why American Public University offers affordable, flexible master's programs to keep you moving forward. American Public University, built for what's next. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Calling all flag football fans, HEB and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Dallas Cowboys Flag Football Classic, presented by HEB. Join us Saturday, March 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Star Complex Center in San Antonio to watch local youth flag football teams take the field, hang with Rowdy at the Dallas Cowboys Hall of Fame trailer, and more. For more details, visit dallascowboys.com/HEB flag today.
Your professional indoor football team, the San Antonio Gunslingers, kick off Sunday, March 29th at Freeman Coliseum. Tickets on sale now. Season, group, individual. Bring your family, friends, or your crew. Get yours at sagunslingers.com. Guns up.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters is Novo Brewery. We're talking over 80 feet of massive video walls, a lineup of craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. Novo Brewery, juicy, thick-cut ribeye steaks, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. Novo Brewery, built for fans, friends, and full-on game day energy. Novo Brewery attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Check out the menu and taps at novobrew.com. That's novobrew.com.
This is St. Jude patient Reagan. She's 3.
Ooh, I like sparkly.
This is Jeritza. She's 5.
Na.
And this is Delta. She's 4.
Can you see me now?
They all received treatment for cancer at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Now they can spend their days playing with dolls, making art, and dressing up.
I look beautiful in it.
Instead of thinking about cancer. Thanks to supporters like you, the team at St. Jude has helped push the overall childhood cancer survival rate in the U.S. from 20% to more than 80%. And we won't stop. This is what childhood should be like. Let's help more kids just be kids. Learn more at stjude.org. Finding cures, saving children.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Hey, Vic, this was a LimeWire download.
Yeah, it was. Good old days.
Where were they going without ever knowing the way? They drank up the wine and they got to talking.
What year was
That's
this?
us. I'm guessing late when I was in high school, like 97, 98. Album was called All the Pain Money Can Buy.
Saw them at the Irwin Center.
Where were they going without ever knowing the way? Here comes Vic. Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. And it's always summer, they'll never get cold. Never get hungry, never get old and gray.
All right. Simmer down.
Can see the shadows
turn them down.
wandering off somewhere.
We're getting out of hand.
Won't make it home, but they really don't care. All right, enough of that.
Yes,
You're going to be in trouble.
You're going to get us all in trouble.
Pretty good.
There's only a few of those meters out there. We got to feed the bulldog.
All right. Rob, Vic, you should have seen how many people came up to Rob last night at the game. Rob has become very famous.
Very popular.
Oh, really?
Very famous.
They didn't come up to him like, where's my money?
No, just a guy I met in the bathroom.
Yeah, a lot of people, like Rob, some guy shook hands with Rob at the urinal while they were peeing.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was like, I'm a big fan.
I'm a big.
Stuck his hand out. Rob was like, well, all right. Hey, here you go.
Hope you don't mind if I whiz on your shoes.
Did I finish?
Yeah. A lot of people were saying, "Where's Victor Brown?"
Yeah. I'm at home.
I had to tell him.
Yeah, we said Vic doesn't leave the house. He was asleep. By halftime, Vic was asleep.
I was asleep by 7:30.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I had to. I'm still adjusting to the time change.
So you didn't even make it to the tip-off of the Spurs game.
Nope.
Man. We saw some puro San Antonio stuff last night before the game.
Good friend, a great bar down there, the Dakota. They're on Hackberry.
Yeah, we were in
San Antonio bar.
It doesn't feel like the best neighborhood to be in.
Right.
It's in a neighborhood in transition.
Yeah.
As the realtor would say.
Yeah. But it feels like it's going to be a long transition.
Yeah, well, it's been a long try. This isn't the beginning of the transition.
But
We've been working on that for about 30 years. But
we were sitting on a porch drinking some beers, and what shows up but a Chihuahua mixed dog off the street.
Just a stray dog begging for food.
Just
walked
walking
into
up.
the bar.
Walked into the bar like, hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, y'all got anything to eat?
I'm telling you,
And
man.
Just
right when Rob said, man, that's about the most San Antonio thing we'll see all day, I saw a chicken walking on the sidewalk. I said, well.
So I thought we were like, well, we'll have the chicken sandwich then.
Yeah.
Must be farm to table.
I said, that beats the stray dog. That beats the stray dog, I think. But
every time I leave in the morning to come here to work, there's some roosters in my neighborhood.
So
you just
crazy.
hear them, man. There's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, man.
That old wives' tale about roosters crowing at dawn, they crow all the time.
No, they crow all the
Once you have
time.
chicken, you're like, that's a lie.
Yeah. Chickens are, that is a San Antonio thing. Like,
is it really? Are we unique in the fact that a lot of us have chickens?
I haven't lived everywhere, okay, but I've lived in a few different places, and like
not a lot of chickens running the streets in Vegas.
There's none in Vegas, none in Nashville, Austin, Houston, all the places that I've lived. This is more chickens per capita. Particularly like chickens just walking around places.
I take great pride in that.
Well, I mean,
it's para los huevos.
I used to live in this little town outside of Orlando named Oviedo.
Okay,
spelled like Oviedo, but they call it Oviedo. And they have a downtown kind of square that is world famous for their chickens. These
like for
they just
the chickens that live there.
Yeah, they just live down the downtown square.
Okay, it's like there's like a city in Europe where there's like stray cats everywhere, and like people feed the cat.
Well, Key West, you ever been down there with those 6-toed cats?
No,
there's a bunch of 6-toed cats running around Key West.
How many toes does a normal cat have?
5.
And these are 6-toed?
Yeah, it goes all the way back to Hemingway living down there. He had a 6-toed cat, and then that genetic thing kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
A little nugget for you.
Well,
little nugget.
I guess that's my next road trip.
It's not a bad place to road trip. You just need to.
Cats.
I chose a weekend. The one and only time I've spent any length of time in Key West. I chose I forget what it's called, but it's kind of the LGBTQ party of the year. And I chose that weekend to go to Key West. It was a hell of a fun time. I got people buying me drinks, but it was I don't know. I don't remember what it was called. Like Fantasy Fest or something. I don't know what it was.
All it says the signature event is Key West Pride.
That was it. That might have been it.
Okay. Famous for its one human family philosophy.
Here we go.
Nightly parades.
Yeah, lots of parades. In the middle of June.
Yeah, that was it. That'd be the summer getaway.
Yeah. Expect pool parties, street fairs, drag shows, and specialized tours.
Bring the kids.
And a parade.
Oh, yeah.
I hate parades. Yeah.
This is not your normal parade.
No.
A lot of ass.
Flair.
A lot of assless chaps. A lot of bare.
Well, maybe I'm into that kind of parade.
No, not a lot of those nalgas. Now some of them, like 17 of them.
Why waste your time, Vic?
But no,
you're going to
see, I got that, and I learned about the 6-toed cat.
Are the 6-toed cats part of the gay parade?
Well, you know, I mean, it's one big family.
How much time were you spending down there?
It was like a week getaway. I was living in Orlando at the time. We wanted to go to Key West. We just chose an unfortunate weekend.
Oh, I thought you
not
were...
unfortunate. I had a blast, but it was just not what I expected.
I thought you were saying like you were living there by yourself. You missed your family.
No,
like...
that was Orlando. My parents, my kids, and everybody had moved in by that point. And it was a summer getaway.
I thought this was a solo trip for old Rob.
Hey,
all by himself.
I've been alone for a minute.
It's been a long month without sex.
You have needs. You know what I mean?
But no, what I can find.
We chose the wrong weekend. Take your kids down to the Pride weekend.
I remember
sons have some questions.
So I remember the first time that I took, like when my family first moved to Vegas, and we all went down to Fremont Street. And the first time your young sons see Fremont Street, and like, so mind you, my older son was about to be a freshman.
Yep.
And the younger one was in like 5th grade. So,
man.
You know, the older one is like, oh,
yeah.
Look at this.
Side boob.
Like he's
everywhere.
looking at me. There's ass hanging out all over the place. There's girls wearing nothing but pasties. And Jake's like, yeah.
I'm liking this Vegas place.
And Holden, like, he just walking with his head down, like he's
shame. I feel shame for myself and her.
Yeah,
my boys. I took them on it was Cancun, and there's a topless beach, and he was getting ready to go into high school, and topless walks by, and you could just see my oldest kind of freeze, like, how do I react to this? Because he desperately wanted to stare. I mean, my God.
My dad.
I never had the pleasure of that in early.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine when you're 8th grade, you're just standing there and a topless woman walks by, all her freewheeling, bouncing self?
I think when I was about 9 or 10 years old, my dad and I went up to a Rangers game in Arlington, and we were riding around Dallas, and there was a topless bar, and just all it said on the outside was topless bar, huge letters, and I was like, what are they doing at Reigns, Dad? It's like, son.
Good question, son.
Son, it's time.
People,
what are they doing at Reigns?
No,
that even took me a second to go. Oh,
yeah. No, some guys pay more for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That costs you extra, Bubba.
Yeah, that's a little bit more.
Put down a plastic sheet. And,
boy, that's a little bit more in-depth question than I thought you'd ask there. It's called a golden shower, son.
Yes. All right. Let's. Oh boy. Yes. Rob he's awful. You can't take Rob anywhere.
No.
Can't take him anywhere. I guess let's talk. The other side of the Spurs loss last night was a Thunder win. We'll talk about that on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and happy Friday as you head into your early morning commute. 35 northbound Weidner. Got a stall with 3 right lanes blocked. We've also got about a 20-minute ride along 1604 westbound I-10 over to 281. I-10 eastbound Loop 410 to 1604, 5-6 minutes. And on 35 southbound Evans to 1604, 10-12-minute ride. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
The Valero Texas Open is a can't-miss event. Here's your chance to enjoy food, drinks, and the world's best PGA Tour pros as they tee it up at TPC San Antonio. You won't want to miss the unforgettable, unexpected, and winning moments at the Valero Texas Open. Proceeds help us continue a long-standing tradition of giving back to our community. Buy tickets on ValeroTexasOpen.com and join us April 2nd through the 5th.
Hi, everybody. It's Joe Reinagel. Now is a great time of year to get your roof inspected and ready for our crazy spring weather. Be it hot, cold, rain, or hail, who knows what Mother Nature has in store for us this year. Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994. Your roof protects your home and your family. A quality roof overhead means comfort, confidence, and certainly peace of mind. Now is the time to get your roof ready for spring. Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
George gets justice. If you've been injured, get George, because George gets justice. With over 100 years of combined experience and a relentless dedication to your case, the attorneys at George Salinas Injury Lawyers will fight for what's right. If you've been injured and it's not your fault, get George and get the compensation you deserve. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers today at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. Getgeorge.com.
Statistics show roughly 20 veterans die by suicide every single day. And every day, more than 1,000 dogs are euthanized.
After the Navy, I became a recluse.
I felt like I was still in combat mode.
I felt lost and confused.
For 15 years, Canines for Warriors has been the nation's leading nonprofit organization, providing service dogs for veterans battling PTSD and other invisible wounds of war.
Thanks to my service dog, Lady Cameo, I got my life back.
I'm able to get out of bed in the morning.
Be excited, happy about today.
More than 1,200 veteran lives saved. More than 2,500 dogs rescued. Families made whole again. Canines for Warriors is more than a service dog program. It's a promise that no veteran should ever walk alone. To learn more, visit caninesforwarriors.org. Canines for Warriors, saving veterans, rescuing dogs, restoring families.
Logan Fury did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he bought a mini treadmill. Is walking on it during video conference calls more distracting than he thought? Yes. And is that because he overestimated his foot-eye coordination? Definitely. But it's Logan's savings, and if he wants to burn calories and any chance at a promotion, we say, good for you, Logan. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, a special edition of The Blitz on 94.1.
Yeah, Rob Thompson, 10 years at the radio station, so we're making him work The Blitz again to celebrate his 10 years. Rob, this is your reminder. You are working today 2 to 6.
Make it a good one, Rob. Don't let us down. I know you won't.
The Blitz
starts at 2.
Hopefully.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Shh. Hey. Hey.
There's a lot of A's back
the
there.
Italians are making the song.
Walk in here.
Hey! Puma says Rudy's Feed Store sells baby chicks. If you don't understand, that's fine, but don't hate on the culture. I'm not hating on the culture. I'm
just
pointing out that it is a unique San Antonio thing. I don't hate it. I don't got any problems with chickens. I just find it odd that there's a chicken walking down the sidewalk. That just doesn't happen in many cities in America. That's all I don't have any problem with it. I don't dislike chickens. I eat chickens.
Once in a while, they'll come by, give us some eggs because they obviously have too many.
Listen, I eat chickens. I eat eggs. I'm pro chicken.
Yeah.
All right. Rob's got chickens.
I have.
The brown ones are the best.
Don't make me out to be a chicken hater. All right. I'm pro chicken.
Don't hate the culture.
I'm pro chicken culture. I just think it's funny that they walk the streets like without a leash.
Honestly, AJ, I thought it was like that everywhere.
Did you really?
Seriously. Because I've lived in 2 places in my life, here and Orlando, Oviedo, Florida, and
they
both
had chickens,
towns had chickens pretty prevalent in the culture.
Yeah,
I just kind of seemed everybody.
You lived in chicken towns.
I'm a chicken type of guy.
Now, I'm a world traveler, so I've been to non-chicken towns.
I didn't know there were none. And why would you want to be in a non-chicken town?
Oh no.
What's the point in that?
Yeah, every time I see a chicken, the first thing I think of is like Borat, like where they. Like the guy walks in his house and there's just a chicken on the table. He's like, "Oh, get out of here!"
I'm pretty sure when the Joker goes home, he's got chickens in his living room.
No doubt.
Get out of here!
Hey, go outside, chicken. No, I'm not anti-chicken. It's just it's a funny observation. That's all. Don't put me in the chicken hating club. I'm a chicken man.
Yeah, go to the chicken coop.
Yeah. Eric says, why is everyone so sensitive? It has to be these guys from Cali that moved to San Antonio. I don't know.
Probably.
I mean, I moved here from like pretty close to California, like 50 miles from California. But I'm a Texan.
But
through
yeah,
and through.
you're coming back.
That's right. I'm born and bred Texan, friend. We were talking last night when Rob and I left the game at halftime foolishly. Because it was over.
Yeah.
It's over, Johnny.
I blame us.
That's what I looked at Rob. I said, it's over, Johnny. And we said, yeah, you're right. Let's get out of here. And we rolled out. And at the time, we walked by a television, and the Celtics were up, I think, double digits on the Thunder.
Yeah.
And I said, man, what a day.
Could pick up a full game on this.
Yeah, the Spurs are going to go for, they're going to be a game and a half out of first place after this one. Well, the Celtics did what the Spurs did and gave up that lead, and the Thunder roll again, 104-102 on the and Rob said it to me before the show, and I think you're right. Shea won the MVP. There's been the last couple games that they've won where it looked like they were going to lose, and then Shea just said, "Nope, we're going to win this game. I don't care what it takes.
It's over."
And he just hits. It feels like he hits every game winner. Last night he broke Wilt Chamberlain's record with 127 consecutive 20-point games. That's insane. And they drug that team back and got a win over a really good team, obviously the Celtics. And they, more than anybody, just find a way to win games. Yeah. And they, even in the finals last year when it felt like the Pacers should have never been involved with them. I never had any doubt that they were going to win the series just because I feel like that's just what they do. They win these close games.
You brought it up about Shea. He's got that Steph Curry aura now that if he has the ball at the end, he's going to beat you. And some of that is the aura that the foul merchant aura that you don't know how to defend him because if you go physical with him, they're going to call a foul. So you have to back off maybe a little bit more than you'd like. And he's going to hit it over you. He ain't going to miss the shot. So it's the do or you don't, there's no right answer to him. And that's why they're so terrifying. Because if it comes down to that, a shot-for-shot closeout, they're going to make their shots. Shea's going to make his. If he doesn't, he's going to hit the free throws. And to match that, that's championship-caliber stuff. That's why they've got the belt.
No one had ever before come close to Wilt Chamberlain's record. The second longest 20-point streak in NBA history before Shea belonged to Wilt Chamberlain. He had a 92-game streak at one point. And
what, did he catch a cold?
I guess so. Oscar Robertson had a 79-gamer, which is third place, which means until, for all of NBA history until this season, Wilt was the only player to have his streak go like an entire season. And, even Robertson's streak didn't get him close to the record. And recently, Kevin Durant is the only player to get more than halfway to Wilt's. He had 72 games in a row that started his last season in OKC, ended early in his Warriors tenure. Kobe got 63 games in a row, halfway to Wilt, and that was between December 05 and November 06. I mean,
well, in the age of load management and the manufactured rest, this is one of those records that's even more astounding that it happened now because players don't play 82 anymore.
No.
It's just one of those things.
It only counts in the games that they played. So it's like if you play, do you score 20? Well, and so they did a graph of all the MVPs of the 21st century.
What I'm saying is Wilt never took a night off.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, this was every night for a season. He got 20.
What do you think so again, Shea now has 126 games in a row with 20 points. What do you think the longest streak for pick an MVP? LeBron James, what do you think of the longest streak he's had?
For 20-plus points in a row?
Yeah.
15?
49 games.
49. I mean, that's pretty dang astounding on its
own. Dirk.
Obviously, I'm aiming low because, you can average 25. Doesn't mean you're getting it every night.
31.
Now, that's about what I would have. Even that is astounding.
Okay, here think about this one. Shaq. I mean, Shaq felt like a walking 20-point game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Shaq's longest streak, 37.
Shaq would have doubled that if he could have hit free throws.
Tim Duncan.
I would have thought he would have been a contender for this.
Not even close. 28.
Even 28. Even that is astounding.
It is.
But to go into the 70s and the 80s and the 100s, you're just not going to see that anymore.
Steph Curry.
Well, the further away you get from the basket, the more difficult it is to be that consistent 20 a night. But 25, 30?
23.
23.
How about Joker?
See, he would have been one that if he wanted to, but I think there are nights he just chooses not to score, so I don't think it's going to be very long.
It's 21.
Yeah.
the lowest of all the MVPs of the 21st century, Steve Nash, 7, is his longest streak of 20-point games in a row. Like, Derrick Rose had 14, Kevin Garnett 16. It's just the current streaks right now, the longest. Who do you think? Just give me a guess of a guy who has the longest active streak besides Shea.
20 plus?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, Luke.
Kawhi Leonard. 42 consecutive games. And
Damn.
Yeah. And Joel Embiid is second, or I guess technically third.
Well, that's once a month. Do we count that?
It's 24 games. Yeah. It's very wild that to think about this record. There's 120. Like that's just
it's astounding to be able to go and do that because their entire defense is structured to keep that from happening every night, and they do it different ways. It's not like you're playing the same defense every night. They're coming at you from every direction, and there's nothing you can do.
And, I mean, every team is saying, we're going to take away Shea. We're going to make somebody else beat us.
Every night you're wearing the target, and you're getting doubles and triples, and, they're not letting you touch the ball. You're getting fronted. I mean, every possible way to keep you from scoring, and you're still grabbing 20 a night.
And not to mention this – most of this season, he's been without a second-best player. So
I envy where they are, but I tell you this, they're looking in their rearview mirror. I think the Spurs have provided a little bit of a spark that, quite frankly, I don't think they would have had because they know.
I think you might be right. Yeah, it's fired them up.
I think it has really kind of caused them to play in a manner a little bit sooner than I think even the Diagonal would want because they're on fire right now. They're playing like the Spurs have been. I mean, as hot as the Spurs have been, OKC for not quite as long, but the equal heat right now. I mean, they're burning it up against everybody. It seems we're playing the same teams as the teams come from east to west or making the swing. Boston going through the gauntlet and going to Houston and us and now OKC, but we're all playing the good teams all in a row, and they're doing the same things to teams that we are.
Yeah, well, the Spurs are definitely pushing them, and I
love this, man. I love the fact that we have this built-in land war
I do
for
too.
The next 10 years.
I dig it, man.
We judge ourselves. We watch their stats. We go back and forth with their fandom. I mean, all of this is feeding into something absolutely glorious.
Who was it before? Was it you? Typically the Lakers?
The Lakers for 20 years. It was. And, the Lakers were huge to us. I'm not sure we were as big as a city, but certainly the rivalry between Tim and Shaq and Kobe was perfect. I mean, but I don't think they looked at us quite this way we looked at them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the Lakers are like they're like Texas football.
Yeah,
there's like 5 teams that think Texas is their biggest rival.
And, but we knew and they knew Western Conference we're gonna meet.
Yeah,
and it was like that for 10 years. So yeah, and that festered and built. And the hatred just only begins now. I mean, you think you don't like OKC now. Wait for a couple years. In 4 years when we're splitting titles.
Well, it's funny because, like, even last year when the Thunder were on their run, and I was noticing on the Brigade Bar people, like, hating on Oklahoma City like it was some kind of built-in rivalry. And I was like, I didn't know there was – it wasn't. There is no built-in rivalry. And, like, I think Spurs fans started to make up this rivalry before it existed – and now it's come to fruition.
Well, I mean, they were for a couple of years that as our run was dying, were as OKC was getting that first little run, with the after Durant left, right in that little stretch, Serge Ibaka years, we had a little bit of a rivalry building, but they were ascending and we were descending. And then we went away and they've continued to kind of rise. And you got to remember that Oklahoma City is built in the manner of the Spurs. Sam Presti fell out of the Spurs tree. Yeah. I mean, so we're looking in the mirror when we look up to Oklahoma City. They're built the same way. They have the same mentality behind the scenes. It's all very Spurs-like because Presti learned at the feet of RC and Pop. They do what we do, and they do it very well.
Well, I'm hoping that eventually comes to fruition, that we get to see these teams meet up.
Oh, it's coming. I guarantee you, as much as we watch their stats, they're watching ours.
Oh, I think so. And like I said yesterday, if it weren't for the Spurs, the Thunder would already have like a double-digit game lead on the field. I think they'd probably be bored and lackadaisical. I don't think they win the game that they won last night
because they didn't have to.
Yeah, and I think they were watching that and going, you know what, we got it. We got to try and get this game, and they did it, man. All right, we'll wrap up the first hour of the program on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
4. All right, fellas, quick heads up. The 94-1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic at the Golf Club of Texas on Monday, March 30th.
Yeah, it's officially sold out.
4. But don't worry, you can still be part of the fun. Join us after the round for the ultimate golf after party at 90 Proof Bar and Grill at Lucky Road Ranch and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and about 1,000 exaggerated stories about the one drive that almost hit the fairway. The sold-out Spring Golf Classic, presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Jim Beam, and Sarah Auto Group, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, PPL Motorhomes, and Hornitos Tequila.
I'm worth more.
I'm worth more.
You bet I'm worth more.
We completely agree. At GiveMeTheVIN.com, you are worth more, and your car's worth more. And we want to pay more for good cars that Give Me the VIN, because they are worth more, and so are you. And remember, if we don't beat a deal from Carvana or CarMax, we'll pay you $100. For top price, trust, and ease of transaction, GiveMeTheVIN.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
The St. Patrick's Day parties at the Rue Pub are legendary, and this year it will be the biggest St. Patrick's Day party ever. An all-day block party starting at 11 a.m. The green beer will be flowing, live music with Finding Friday on the outdoor stage from 6 to 9. DJs at both the Rue and Angry Elephant before and after the band. It's an all-day party March 17th, and this year is going to be bigger and better than ever before. So plan now to celebrate St. Patrick's Day the right way at the Rue Pub and Angry Elephant, 281 in Redland Road.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Latinos have been here always. Before, during, and after the founding of the United States. We are small business owners rising before dawn to power the economy. Hands that pick, manage, and prepare the food that nourishes America. Builders of our homes, our cities, our roads, our communities. Workers who labor daily to strengthen the very fabric of our nation. We are caregivers, teachers, doctors, engineers, neighbors, families raising the next generation. Latinos contribute over $4 trillion to America's GDP, bringing promise, innovation, and vitality to every corner of the U.S. We are the backbone, an indelible part of the American story. We are America. America is us. Learn more by going to americaisus.org and discover how Latinos have shaped America's journey and continue to forge its future.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow. Hey, good morning. Claymore says, is it really a rivalry if they've never met in the playoffs and eliminate each other? Is that not the component or characteristic of a rivalry? It is.
It is.
And that's what I'm saying. I think, like, the Spurs fans were projecting that this would be a rivalry, and I was like, this isn't a rivalry. And now I think it's got a chance to finally become one. So that's what I was saying. Spurs fans kind of wished it into fruition.
Well, the last time we saw Tim, he was walking off the OKC floor.
That was his last game?
Yeah, so there is a little bit of bad blood. Let's not say there's nothing there. But, yeah, we do have to play each other eventually in the playoffs. You can only measure yourself in the regular season for so long. But we know if the cream continues to rise to the top that we will continue to see each other. And it will be a regular playoff meeting. And normally it'll be like a 1-2, so you're not going to see each other till the conference finals. And that was the way the Lakers and the Spurs went for about 8 years. You didn't see them every year, but you knew, but for an upset or an injury, you probably were.
Yeah.
So you just aimed that way.
So as a Spurs fan, even growing up, who did you consider the biggest rival? Like, who was your?
Well, I mean, obviously back then the local rival was the Mavericks, because we could go OG with David, and obviously Houston with the Exodus when David was MVP and IBM award winner, and we get exited real quick in that that famous series where nobody won a home game, but we ended up getting exited. So the Rockets, there was a lot of hatred, but in the heyday, the Dirk years for the Mavericks, remember, they won one in the midst of our run, too. So we hated Dallas. There was the Todds and the rented BMWs and the leased Rolexes kind of thing.
I always had a friendlier feel about the Spurs than I did the Mavericks.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, the Spurs were and have been the more successful franchise, you would think I'd look at that and be like, a
lot of us have like Cunha's in Houston. You know what I mean? We got a brother-in-law live down there, so we kind of share a little bit of family as opposed to Dallas. So I think we both looked north and said we hate those guys.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was for me when I was a Rockets fan. I've broken up with the Rockets since. I'm no longer in a committed relationship.
It's like you had to go through like detox.
I did.
I did to go to the Rocket away camp.
Yeah. C Note says Wemby and Chet are rivals. Wemby doesn't like Chet, and I can respect it. I've never heard Wemby say he doesn't like Chet. I haven't heard that, but if that's true, that's kind of awesome.
Well, I will say this. Who said that? I don't think they're rivals in a sense they don't like each other, but they have been playing each other since they were 13. I mean, these guys met when they were kids a long time ago and are always opposed to each other. If you're at a camp and you line up, and obviously you're not going to put Chet and Wemby on the same team.
Right.
So these guys have been practicing against each other. Every time they put on an international uniform, they saw each other. So, this is a long – I don't think it's hatred, but I do think it's one of those there's a competitive dislike. You can't like a guy that you always are trying to beat.
No, you're right.
And being measured against, too. So, I think in the long run it's going to make them both better for sure.
And I got a feeling in the next 10 years between those two guys, I'm going to just set the over-under at 7.5 Defensive Player of the Years. It's going to be one of those two guys almost every year for the next 10 years. That's how good they are at what they do. Which that's kind of cool too. No, I do. It's kind of funny to see a rivalry that again, and I think Claymore, he does make a good point. It can't be officially a rivalry until somebody sends somebody packing, and usually it's got to be one of each for it to really be a rivalry.
Absolutely,
but. It does feel like there's something building between these two teams that is hopefully going to last for a long time. And I am very hopeful that this Spurs season, what they're doing right now, is not a flash in the pan. I'm hoping that this is a repeatable thing. I don't know if they can be a 60-something win team again, or 50-something win team again. But it feels like it's real. So I'm hoping that we get this for the next handful of years.
I will not make this. There was one mistake I made in my sporting career, and I've said this before, and it hit me the day that he died, is the dislike and the hatred for the Lakers went on for so long that I never really appreciated Kobe because I hated him. I mean, I knew that the one reason we probably weren't going to win a title would be Kobe. Shaq I could live with. He had a little bit of familiar. He's from San Antonio, but Kobe for 10 years, I despised him. So I never really appreciated his game until he died. And then I promised myself, I'm not going to do that with Shea. I'm not going to hate him. I want to appreciate what he does and appreciate the competition because I lost out on the appreciation of a great player for a long time.
It's easy to say that, but if the Thunder knocked the Spurs out of the playoffs 3 years in a row, you're going to have a hard time.
No, I'm not going to say I dislike him, but I literally, with Kobe, I would, when his highlights came on, all I could do was pick it apart. I couldn't appreciate what he did. He's a ball hog and a prima donna and all those things that I laid at his feet. that, quite frankly, he wasn't that, but because I knew he was the guy I had to worry about, I just never appreciated it.
I mean, I think that's just general nature. I mean, you look at the Brigade Bar, I mean, everybody says Chet's a P word and Shea's a foul merchant, and it's
See, you're eating what I ate. Don't do that, man, because you will regret the fact that the greatness that Shea has given us and what he's given in the last week is extraordinary. But I'm not going to let it get to the hatred. Like, I'm not even going to pay attention to you.
Yeah, there's the guy who's like, oh, Chet sucks. Dude,
no,
Chet's great.
Go watch him play, man.
Yeah.
It's fabulous to see this dude 7'4" do what he does.
I just want to see him meet. I'll be disappointed now if they don't. All right, keep it rolling on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new Luxe Value Menu has 10 lavish indulgences, all $3 or less. It's easy to get carried away. Like when you try the new mini taco salad, you might ask, do I need a salad fork? The fork in the bag's fine. Luxe Value Menu at participating locations while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Tax extra.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Calling all flag football fans, HEB and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Dallas Cowboys Flag Football Classic, presented by HEB. Join us Saturday, March 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Star Complex Center in San Antonio to watch local youth flag football teams take the field, hang with Rowdy at the Dallas Cowboys Hall of Fame trailer, and more. For more details, visit dallascowboys.com/HEB flag today.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling, presenting sponsor of the 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament on Monday, March 30th. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DJ Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Kohl's gets it. Instant gratification is the best. Like waking up to freshly brewed coffee, hitting every green light on the way home, or getting instant Kohl's Cash. This weekend only, get $10 Kohl's Cash to use right away when you spend $25 or more. No waiting, no forgetting, no patience required. Offers end March 15th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's Cash do not apply to Sephora at Kohl's. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Think about this. In 2006, $20,000 equaled roughly 33 ounces of gold at the spot price. At today's prices, those 33 ounces would be worth over $150,000. Smart Americans diversify a portion of their savings into precious metals. That's why I buy gold from Birch Gold Group. It's a crucial part of my balanced strategy. Gives me peace of mind given all the events that could impact the U.S. economy. See if holding gold in a tax-sheltered retirement account is right for you, too. Birch Gold can help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold. Just text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to receive your free info kit on gold. There's no obligation, just useful information. With an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, let Birch Gold help you diversify with gold. Now that's peace of mind. Text Dan to 989898. Again, text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 today. Message and data rates apply.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, for the most part in good shape. Now on the northeast side of 35, we still have this stall northbound at Weidner. It's taking up 3 right lanes, so about a 10, 12-minute delay. Stop and go from Pat Booker Road. Downtown, 35 southbound, 37-281 over to St. Mary's. That road work blocking various lanes. And then I-10 lower level westbound at North Frio. That road work has 2 left lanes closed. For now, pretty much most all our major freeway systems looking good. Traffic volume still light, so everybody rolling at posted speeds. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, it was fun while it lasted, but the Spurs finally fell. Nikola Jokic had 31 points and 20 rebounds and 12 assists, powering the Denver Nuggets past the Spurs 136-131. Jamal Murray scored 39 points. The Denver Nuggets rallied to beat the Spurs, coming back from a 20-point deficit. In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys are adding some offensive line depth, agreeing to a deal with offensive lineman Matt Hennessy, according to ESPN's Todd Archer. In other NFL free agent news, former Cardinal quarterback Kyler Murray has a new home. After being released earlier in the week by the Cardinals, he is now a Minnesota Viking as a 1-year bet minimum deal. He's already owed $36.8 million from Arizona. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
7:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Good morning, everybody. I think it's a good time to let you guys know that Rob and I are pretty much the hardest working guys in radio, which is why our show has been singled out as the 18th greatest show in the history of the time.
It's hard to be number one, you know.
We are going to, I mean, I know, listen, everybody listening today loves this show. They say, man, this show is the best. It's all we heard yesterday at the Spurs game was, man, you guys.
And I'd like to thank my uncle for coming out last night.
You guys are arguably the greatest show I've ever heard in my life, some people said last night. Some people said, I don't know if it was to us, but they were saying it. If you want more of it.
You need more of it.
Yeah. You're craving it. You're thirsty for
desperate yearning.
You desire more.
Oh, I yearn for you.
We're going to give you more. We're going to give you more. We're going to put more in your mouth, your ears, your nose, your whole face. We're going to put it all in your face from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock today. We're going to do a double shift, Rob and I.
Whoa.
That's right.
We're just going to replay this.
That actually would have been a really good move. That would have been a good move.
I'll make
it
happen.
Don't
say the time anymore.
Don't lock out at all. We'll just run this back.
Yeah, don't say the time or anything anymore.
I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
It's not like other radio shows
don't
and
even say
stations
good morning.
don't
Just
do
say,
that.
hey.
And I'm not going to say the Morning Huddle anymore. I'm going to say it's on the...
No, AJ and Rob, you know.
Yeah, AJ and Rob coming to you live from the studio here.
There we go. Just like that.
Yeah.
Make it easier.
At a random time of day. Oh, you're wondering what time it is? Why don't you look at your clock?
It's a PM.
Check your phone.
Look out your window.
Yeah, it's a time. It's a time of day. How's the weather outside? I don't know. We don't have a window. We can't see. I bet it's nice. But I don't know. But yeah, we'll be doing the show from 2 to 6 today. Are you going to go home and take a nap? What's your plan?
I think I am. I think I'm going to go hit it for about an hour.
Okay. Yeah, it was I don't know about 8 o'clock starts here. It feels unnecessary.
There is a problem with being popular. Is you have to acquiesce to the national masses. And once you get good, you have to take those 8 o'clock, 9:30 tips because the nationals want to have you on. So
we weren't on national.
Well, I think we were.
No.
This wasn't a
nationally televised
We weren't
game.
the second half of a double? We had to have been.
No, because Oklahoma City was playing Boston at the same time.
Well, that's dumb. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
I just figured we were part of a TV package and we were the second of a doubleheader that tipped at 6 or 5:30 someplace else.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go. It's not national.
I just assumed.
Makes
Well,
sense.
seriously, I just assumed that because I've been to a couple of later games that we were the second half to the eastern side of the country's first half. So that is just part of the problem of being popular is you get asked out on nights you might not want to go
And
out,
I'll
but
tell you
got
what,
to go.
We went to a lot of games last year. We've been to a good amount this year. That was the best crowd I've seen on a weekday game in a long time.
Those God bless Spurs fans. That upper area is always full.
Yeah.
Always. Whether with our guys or, it might be full with the guys in blue uniforms coming up from Lackland, but every one of those seats is normally pretty full. It's those mid-level ones that you see, the 3 and 4 seats that are absent from the season ticket holders that just didn't show. They ain't none of those empty.
No.
Now, we still have a problem with getting there on time no matter when we start. We still can't get everybody's asses in the seats and
Not
tip
us.
off, no matter when we start.
Rob and I got in about 5 seconds before opening tip.
Dude,
really?
We timed it so perfect.
That kind of timing is almost orgasmic to me. Just to walk, we walked in, sat down, and saw the tip, and I was like,
it was so good.
was perfect. Oh man,
we were sitting there, we were drinking a beer before the game, and we were like, "You think we should go? Oh, let's finish our beer, then we'll go." We finished the beer, then we got to the parking lot, and they were like, "Oh, you can't park here."
Oh, hell no.
The parking lot's full, and then we went somewhere else, and then they sent us back to the original parking lot, and then we parked in the VIP section anyway.
We know our way
Don't you have
around.
a parking pass?
We do, and we got there because we were timing it so perfectly that the media lot was already full. So they were sending us to lot 7, and oh, hell no. Not good. Lot 7. And nothing against lot 7, folks. But
that's a door dance
I've
place.
become accustomed to the to the close parking. So luckily we know our way around the media grounds, and the force is strong on some of those of weaker minds. And one of them was, I pulled up to a dude like, "I got to be on air in 5 minutes." "What?" "I got to be on air in 5 minutes." And he goes, "Well, let me move the cone." I didn't even let him move the cone. We just zipped right by him
through.
and then got the close parking that we deserve as the 18th best radio station in all the world.
And then we walked in, and the security people, they're listen.
Right this way, sir.
Right this way. Huge fans of the show. Huge fans.
What's up, Emmett?
And then, they showed us right to our seat. Emmett brought us to our seat and said, "Gentlemen, have a great night." He brought us some champagne, some caviar, and then boom.
As we request in our rider.
Tip off. Boom.
Yes.
Perfect.
See, we submit our rider to the Spurs, and sometimes they don't fulfill, and we don't go.
Yeah. They're like, "Oh, you guys, we don't know if we can save your seat." And we'll say, "Oh, really?
Oh.
Who else is going to sit in the thrones that we sit in?"
We're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Has my name on it.
Anybody else got the 18th best show in the whole wide world?
I don't think so.
Move it.
Just saying.
That's right. So it was a perfect timed up event last night.
Other than the final score.
Well, I didn't see a loss, so it didn't happen.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Didn't
They
happen
were
to us.
winning when I left.
Yeah, it wasn't our fault. It was we did our best. We can only carry this team so far, Rob.
No, it only goes as far as we can take it, and that's about as far as we can go.
We can only carry them so far. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about the Spurs game a little bit more as the show goes on. But the big news in the NFL yesterday was Kyler Murray signing with the Minnesota Vikings.
This has got some
1-year deal. We mentioned before, Minnesota's just got to pay $1.3 million. This is a good deal. Kyler Murray's going to make 37. Minnesota's on the hook for 1.3 of it. Sounds fair.
Sam Darnold vibes on this, some Daniel Jones vibes. It feels very much like he will be washed pure in the quarterback-friendly offense that he's going to get to go play in.
Around Lake Minnetonka.
I think he's going to – that's right. He's going to get baptized in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. This just feels like a man-meets moment kind of thing, that you go, this is what Baker Mayfield needed when he landed in Tampa. Just get a place where the expectations are far lower than they ever were, and the table is set for you. You don't got to do more than you got to do. That's it. You got wide receivers to throw to. They just re-up their running back. You got a coach that can coach his ass off as far as your position. It just seems like the table's set, and you're the only one that can get in the way. You. If it goes bad, it's on you.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask.
The C-Note says, heard a report, don't know how much weight it holds, but Kyler said he ain't signing unless he's starting, said he wasn't coming to Minnesota to compete for the job. He's not going to compete for the job.
Yeah,
it's his job. This is, and Kevin O'Connell has to say the right things. You got to remember what situation Minnesota's in, because they're heavily invested in J.J. McCarthy. But if J.J. McCarthy was worth a damn, Kyler Murray wouldn't be showing up here.
Boom.
So Kevin O'Connell has to find a way to spin it where J.J. McCarthy can still be the quarterback of their future in some world, but it ain't going to be this year. Or the way he's going to spin it is, it could be this year if J.J. McCarthy takes the step and does all the right things. But we all know he's not going to do that. Because even if he does take some steps, he's still behind what Kyler Murray is.
I like this, and I like this for him, and I don't really like him, but I like it for him. I think this is a good place.
Yeah, I'm not a Kyler Murray fan in general, but when he is on the field, the numbers don't lie. He's a stat monster when he's on the field. It's just he's not on the field very often, unfortunately for him.
Well, he lit the Cowboys up, man.
Dude, he's a very capable dude, and probably he's better than I wanted him to be when he's available. His availability is probably his biggest crutch, and now he's going to have way better coaching than he's ever had before, and he's going to have a better surrounding cast than he's had before. I guess he had like dinosaur Larry Fitzgerald
and Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's had some middling stuff. He's never had this.
Yeah, right now he's got probably a top 3 receiver in the NFL in his prime. He's never had that. This is a good opportunity for him to really kind of reinvigorate his career in a way that we saw Baker Mayfield do. We saw Sam Darnold do. Yeah. And the hope is he's at least his hope is that he's going to, make it, turn it into a long-term deal somewhere, whether it's Minnesota or wherever. And if he does well enough, Minnesota may just have to say, forget J.J. McCarthy. And you know what will make fans forget what you invested in J.J. McCarthy? Having some success with Kyler Murray.
Well, I can guarantee you they're never going to let another quarterback slip away and go win a Super Bowl. That ain't never going to happen.
Well, so I would expect that I would expect that Kyler comes in probably more motivated than he has in a long time.
So he provides a skill set that I don't think you understand until you see him play, and you go, "Holy crap, that guy can do some things I've never seen done." I mean, so there's there, and I like the fact that if it doesn't work, it'll be because of him, and that's all you can ask as any kind of football player. Set the table for me and let me do what I can do.
Yeah, and listen, I think this coaching staff is brilliant. I just think J.J. McCarthy is either never going to be any good or just not ready yet.
I'm gonna go on that second half, and I think by the time he does get ready, he will not be wearing purple.
The C-note says Kyler's not trash, but I can name 11 other starters better: Lamar, Burrow, Mahomes, Herbert, Caleb, Dak, etc. But Kyler can win you some games. Let's see. I think Kyler Murray is about an NFL average quarterback.
By output, but he has such a unique skill set that you feel like if we can harness those little things that he does better than anybody else in the league, he could step himself up to that Lamar level of, I don't know what this next play is going to be. And Kingsbury tried to get there, but you couldn't. But Kyler's that unique talent that you want him to have the ball in his hands as much as possible, because when he makes the right decisions with that ability, it's just about unstoppable.
I would say, excluding Lamar and Josh Allen, is probably the best dual threat quarterback in the league.
You just try to harness it, and they've just not been able to do that. And a lot of it's been his fault. I'm not going to say it's just been scheme and coach. It's been him.
And health. I mean, that's been his biggest bugaboo. So we'll see if he can make something happen.
He spent time in College Station there for about a week.
I know, he was there.
His daddy was a fine quarterback there in College Station. He got some Aggie blood coursing through those veins.
At one point, he was one of the 2 starting quarterbacks in the league who had me blocked on Twitter.
Well done. Done.
He blocked me for making a joke about him being short. I didn't at him because I'm not an at the athlete guy. Okay. But he is one of those guys who searches his name. He searches his name and then he blocks people. Yeah. So so petty. I know. I'm blocked by Kyler Murray. Which is very unfortunate. Good thing I don't work in Minnesota.
Well, say something nice about him. He'll unblock you.
I just did. I just did.
I view you as 6'2". In my eyes, you're almost 6'3".
No, he's not. In my
eyes, he's big. He's huge.
He's huge. He's 5'2", right?
I mean, in my eyes, when I was sitting down, I was looking him dead in the eyes, and he was, on a ladder.
That's why you're blind.
Well, yeah.
What you gonna do?
But he is one of the. I mean, and again, you got to take that part of it too.
Oh, he's
a young kid who looks to see what people on the internet are saying about him and blocks the people who say mean things.
Can you imagine being considered? And he quite frankly is one of the, if not the greatest, one of the top 5 greatest high school football players in the history of this state.
You're right.
And I don't know how I would act if I was felt like that. My God.
Well, I mean,
Allen High School, I think.
Yeah, but the thing is, like he was when Vince Young was that, everybody said, "Oh yeah, Vince Young's going to be." He's going to be great because of, I mean, look at him. But when it was Kyler, it was like, yeah, but look at him. That's not going to work. That's not going to work.
And it just kept working.
It just kept working.
Man.
So I get it. If I were a wee lad playing in a big man's game, I would maybe have a chip on my shoulder.
I never lost a high school game. Do you know that?
Never. My dad never won one. How about that? Four-year Letterman. 4-year Letterman. 0 wins in high school football. Can you imagine?
And he got a scholarship. Dude, you have to love the game.
Yep.
Love.
Yeah. All right, let's take a short intermission, also known as a break. We'll catch you up on what's going on in college hoops. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Do you need a short intermission? You need a little break from the house, the pets, the kids. If you want to get out of town and have somebody take care of your dogs, I got my guy. Everybody needs a guy. My guy, well, it's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit right there on 35, just outside of 1604. Right on your way into Selma. Hop, skip, and a jump from the airport. It is the pet resort you've been waiting for. Open early, open late. They got room for you if you're going away for a day or a week, or you want to make sure that while you're at work, your babies are taken care of. They'll be in the kennels. You can get the video when you watch them all day long if you want to. But the thing I love about it, in the kennels, which are nice, it's the play. They got all kinds of space. They don't spend all day inside 4 walls. They're out there running around that 17,000 square feet of play space, indoor and out. They got grass. They got fences. They got everything. It's better than your yard. I bet it is. That's why I take my dogs there. They got the grooming, too. And if you need a little training to let Fido learn what he needs to do, they do that for you, too. That's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. It's right outside of 410 or 1604. Easy to get to. Go take your dogs there, and I know you're going to be thanking me later.
4. All right, fellas, quick heads up. The 94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic at the Golf Club of Texas on Monday, March 30th. Yeah, it's officially sold out. 4. But don't worry, you can still be part of the fun. Join us after the round for the ultimate golf after party at 90 Proof Bar and Grill at Lucky Road Ranch and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and about 1,000 exaggerated stories about the one drive that almost hit the fairway. The sold-out Spring Golf Classic, presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Jim Beam, and Sarah Auto Group, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, PPL Motorhomes, and Hornitos Tequila.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and respect. A firm backed by a track record of success and a commitment to our clients. If you've been injured, trust Thomas J. Henry. San Antonio, Texas.
America's #1 destination for lifted trucks, custom builds, and off-road ready vehicles is here in the Alamo City. Lifted Trucks is on I-35 in Judson. Come see the baddest lifted trucks at the biggest St. Patrick's Day block party, March 17th at the Roof Pub, powered by the Gomez Law Firm.
San Antonio, your professional indoor football team is here. The San Antonio Gunslingers, competing in the Indoor Football League, the major league of indoor football. It's fast-paced, high-scoring action right in the heart of the Alamo City. Tickets on sale now for our season opener, Sunday, March 29th at Freeman Coliseum. Bring the whole family for fun and thrills, or grab a group package for your corporate outing. Visit sagunslingers.com today for ticket schedules and all the info. Gunslingers Football, San Antonio's pro team, San Antonio's pride.
Why do you love Shriners Children's?
I love seeing all the opportunities she gets from being here. It's the look on her face the first time we walked in and she saw somebody else that looked like her.
They take good care of you.
It's just amazing because when I come here, I feel like I belong.
Shriners Children's provides specialized care and therapy that helps kids like me do what I love most.
At first, when the accident happened, we didn't think she was gonna walk again, but when she came to Shriners, it gave us hope that, hey, Braylee's gonna walk again.
This place is amazing, and I can't believe how much it's helped me through my hard times.
What I love about Shriners Children's is the mission. There's nowhere else in the world that I could provide the care that we provide for the patient and the family.
Thank you for helping us do what we love the most.
To learn more, visit loveshriners.org. Thank you.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you know you. Like, you know that hiking isn't for you. Sure, it sounds nice to be in nature while exercising, but that's what a gym and houseplants are for. I mean, you don't even like walking upstairs. So why would you walk up a hill for miles? To what, end up high in the air? Come on, you know you're scared of heights. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Pricing coverage match limited by state law.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Yeah.
The South Side.
Yeah.
Why is every South Side, every town the lesser side? No, any city where South Side's the good side?
Huh.
Let's see. Well, there's nothing in Florida, right? Like where you were?
Well, I guess if you're the further south in Florida, you're actually at the beach, so that's beachfront property. So maybe maybe that counts.
L.A.
Well, I guess the South Side's Orange County. So yeah. There in L.A., it's the Inland Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it's
South Side.
Although I guess if you hear South Central LA, that's not usually a good term. That's an area in transition.
It's been a lot of transition
for a long time.
Let's see.
Where the chickens are.
I bet South Central got some chickens running.
Yeah. Oh, what's funny is
what about South Side of Houston?
Oh, no.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, we go.
Is that where Fifth Ward is?
Well, I mean, it depends on what you like, how far you say Houston goes, because Houston is so grown into its suburbs that it's. You want to hear something really funny? All right. I said I googled cities where the South Side is the nicer side. In several cities in the U.S., particularly in the South, The South Side has evolved into a desirable, charming, or rapidly developing area. Often boasting better culture, proximity to water, or historic charm.
You hear that, Harlandale?
See that city base area is growing.
Dude,
yeah, it is.
Listen to this. Key examples include San Antonio, Texas, with its beloved South Side, and coastal cities like Wilmington, North Carolina, where the southern area is highly desirable.
You hear that?
I'm not sure.
You hear
AI
that
is
military
totally...
drive? You're a highly It is. It is cultura. It is, but it ain't new. There ain't nothing new popping up around military.
Huh.
I get it.
What is
Hey,
that?
that's good press. All right.
I can't remember that street. Mitchell? No.
Morrison?
Yeah, Morrison Road, Gillette. There we go. I was thinking Gillette Boulevard, like in that area. That's Southside.
That's Southside.
I was on the I was in a part of town that I don't usually go to yesterday. I went out to the Alamo Ranch area, like the far west side.
Yeah, that's a whole other
exited SeaWorld.
That is
jeez. Man, my car won't make it that
That's
far.
traffic hell out there.
But it's like there's nice stuff.
It's
there.
all new. Everything out
built
there's
up nice.
Everything's under
It's
20
new.
years out there. Yeah, man. Everything out there is new.
Mm-hmm.
You used to fall off the face of the earth at 410 and 90.
Yeah,
right. That was it.
That was it. Next stop was Castroville.
Yeah,
it was on Monte.
Now, man, they're building. It's all the way to Hondo and further.
Well,
I like that area. It's just too many other people like it too.
Yeah, that's a problem. There's a lot of people out there, but obviously for a good reason. When I was in Houston, I always, and Houston is built like San Antonio, like a circle.
Okay.
And I always said there's parts of the clock that I've just got no business in Houston, and it was from about
9 o'clock is Katy, right?
Yeah, 9 o'clock is Katy. So for me, from about 1:30 to about
where Pearland is,
about 6, I had nothing to do with that part. That's
okay. Yeah,
that ain't for me, Bubba. That ain't for me.
So if anything past like 3:15, you don't want to be there. If it's 3:20, nah.
No.
Now, was that Shadow Creek area or what is that?
Like it's over toward Baytown and all around the refineries and stuff. I got no business over there.
So by the clock, you would be at like 1 o'clock. Would you say that's where you
where
live?
I live now?
1 o'clock. If that's by your clock, 1.
Yeah, I guess
straight up to the right.
Almost noon.
Almost noon to.
Yeah. And you're like what?
I'd be
like 10:30?
Yeah, probably 10. Well, no, I'd probably be about 10:45.
I live at 3:30. Like right over here.
I don't live at 3:30.
I live at 4:20. Is that good or bad?
Yeah, 4:20 is a little bit more east side.
I live at about what it looks like about 12:15 on the San Antonio clock.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I will say that like the for me here so far, it's basically the bottom half of the clock.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm unfamiliar with
at the 3:15 line or the 9:15 line.
Yeah.
That you don't want to be south of 9. No. You don't want to be 8:30. No, you don't want to be 8:30.
No.
Well, you're Juanito. You can't go down there. Oh, don't do that.
No, but you know what, though? The further southeast I go, the more I'm accepted. You get out there to East Central, you got some rednecks. You got them countrywide folks down there in Adkins. They're wider than me.
Yeah. Like somebody said something about like somebody was asking what part of San Antonio I live in, and there was a guy who I was playing poker with, and I said, oh, what about you? And he said, Lytle.
Oh yeah, Lytle's got its own particular idiom.
And I said, I've never even heard of Lytle. What is that?
I spent the night in the Lytle jail one time.
Did you really?
Yeah.
So
it's on the way down to Jordanton.
It's like southwest.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I told him, once what I consider south is like Southtown. I don't go past
the
that.
world ends.
The world
I
ends
just
for
fall
you there?
off the cliff.
Yeah, like
1604.
Yeah, I hadn't been there. So he's like, "How are you from San Antonio? You don't know where Lytle is?" I said, "Well, I'm not from here. I mean, like I live here now, but I don't know. I'm not like I don't know everything about this
My
place."
retort would have been Lytle. There's 8 of y'all. I don't
well, yeah, I got no idea.
Actually, Lytle's gotten bigger over the years, but back then it was Mayberry.
What was the other place he said that Somerset?
Oh yeah, Somerset. I used to go dove hunting over there.
Lytle, Somerset.
I never heard of that either. And he's like, "You don't know that?" And I was like, "No."
And there's
man.
Poth. Have you been to Poth?
No, I've heard of that one though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've been hunting out there too.
That's a rough part of the world, man.
Well,
yeah, it is. Everybody's got a
you
shotgun.
find bodies on the side of the road down there.
Yeah.
I guess that's what
you can buy ammo anywhere there. I did a lot of dove hunting out there.
You want to go see a cockfight and pick up 100 rounds of M15 ammo all in the same stop?
Stop right here and get some barbecue too.
You're driving down the road on Sunday night and it's dark and you see a bunch of cars. There's a cockfight going on over the hill.
This is funny. Ren says, "Have you ever been to Clute?" I have.
Where is Clute? I thought that was a movie.
No, Clute. It's like, I mean, it's South Texas, but
Really?
it's from around. I want to say around. I don't know exactly where my I'm off on this, but like from Beeville, like
Okay, down
it's
there.
it's not too far off from there. I think they might be like in the same district or something. But I went to a baseball tournament there of all places, and I was like, "What are we doing here? What is this? What are we doing here?"
Did you go to the Dairy Queen?
Yeah, pretty sure we did. Dairy Queen's every small town. Dairy Queen's
that's the best place to eat.
Mm-hmm. The one in Devine is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody showed me a Dairy Queen life hack the other day, and like, are you a fan of the dipped cone?
I am.
So what you can do is get a cup of soft serve.
Mm-hmm.
And then ask for a side of the chocolate dip cone sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take a spoon of your ice cream and dip it.
So the cone sauce doesn't get hard? Only when it touches
the ice cream.
Oh.
So this guy was like, every bite is like biting into the dipped cone. Like, because when you eat a
do you
dipped
have
cone,
to pay more?
Yeah,
it's
only
it's
till
like
the top is
50
gone,
cents
that's
or
it.
whatever for the thing of thing. So now, like, you normally when you eat a dip cone, you eat the chocolate and it's gone. Now it's just a regular ass ice cream cone. This guy was like, every bite is a dip cone.
Well, I always utilize the hard candy outside to keep it from dripping on me. So I would it kept it from.
That's a
getting
way to do it.
Now you don't have to worry about it.
I'm a Blizzard man. I like the Blizzard. I usually don't get anything but the Blizzard.
What kind of Blizzard?
I change it up.
Gotta be the Oreo one.
I like
if I
the
were
peanut
you.
one.
Oreo. You're a God.
See,
You're such a basic white bitch.
No.
Yeah, that's
no.
what basic
Well, I
white
haven't
girls
had that
eat.
since 2005. Since I had my kidney out, I haven't had any ice
With
cream.
Strawberry? Oh.
None. Settle. Have you ever been to Bigfoot? Bigfoot, Texas?
No. That's right next to Nalgos, Texas?
Yeah, right next to Nalgona.
Oh, Jack is right. Clute is down by Lake Jackson, Angleton. Like, so it's
that's
southeast.
Yeah.
Like kind of close to where I grew up. I grew up in Brazoria County, but when I was a kid, I was in Brazoria County, out on the grass
That's
farm.
southeast. Brazoria.
Yeah, that's right, Brazoria County. But yeah, I like the seasonal blizzards. I also like a Heath bar blizzard.
I'm down.
I like Reese's Pieces.
I like the peanut side of things, so I normally go that route.
I don't like M&Ms because
too hard.
I hate frozen M&Ms.
Yeah,
they're too hard.
Like eating Pebbles.
It's crazy. Who does that? Jose says Butterfinger blizzard. That's
I'm in.
good too.
I'm in.
I'm a Butterfinger guy.
I haven't been. The problem with Dairy Queen is I might as well just go to a restaurant because you ain't getting out of there fast.
It is
so
slow.
if you know you're ready to take some time, and normally on time I see Dairy Queens is when I'm headed somewhere, and I don't have the time to stop and get my DQ dude and which I appreciate the dude and the Blizzard.
The other problem is there's no Dairy Queen by my house.
No, you got to go to a small town.
It's very frustrating.
Yeah, there's one over here close to where I am.
One stoplight town.
Yeah, Belt Buster with cheese. Nom nom nom.
Belt Buster. Yes. Sir.
Yeah, but you don't eat the bun, huh?
I don't eat the bun or the fries, but it's still.
Yeah.
I eat everything else. Yeah. Once in a while I'll eat the whole thing, but it's like once a month I'll treat myself to that.
You know, Rheinagel likes their tacos.
That's crazy.
And my wife gets the steak fingers.
I like steak fingers too.
Steak fingers are good. They're gravy.
You want to hear something?
Notch.
Oh, well, the gravy's great for the fries and for the toast.
Yeah,
for everything.
Yeah, she loves that toast.
This is. Let me give you guys a little fact.
Another life hack.
Another, just a something to know. because you guys aren't world travelers like me.
No, I don't leave the city.
Outside of Texas, they don't have steak finger baskets at Dairy Queen.
What?
No, you can get chicken finger baskets, but not steak fingers.
Blasphemy.
It's crazy, right?
I wonder why. I'm glad they held it out for us. More for us.
I mean,
it's more for us, yeah.
Yeah. But get for whatever reason you can't get, like in Vegas, they got chicken finger baskets, but not steak finger baskets.
That's another great reason to be a Texan.
That
Just
is
one
man.
more reason.
God bless Texas.
Fingers up to In-N-Out. You reading this?
God bless Texas. God bless America.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Let that wash over you. America. Yeah.
That our flag was still there.
Makes you stand a little taller, doesn't it?
Hey. Never gets old. Sorry. Never, ever will get old.
Because America.
The best part is she was in rehab the next day. God, that's so great.
You're going to have to go because you thought that was good.
Oh, my gosh. She's like, yeah, I may have gotten really hammered before I sang
Did
that song.
I sing the national anthem?
When do I do the national anthem? Honey, you did that last night.
I did?
And
Where am I?
Where am I? Why am I in these white padded walls? All right. Hey, San Antonio, get ready, baby. The Gunslingers are here. They are back. Gunslingers with their explosive brand of indoor football action. It's back here in our fair Alamo City. It's fast, it's high scoring, it's thrilling, and it's coming up soon. First home game, in fact, March 29th. That's Sunday, March 29th, 3 p.m. against the hated Tulsa Oilers. Stupid Tulsa Oilers. We're going to kick your ass. You can only see it at the Freeman Coliseum. Show your San Antonio pride. Pro indoor football, full contact, high-level athletes, nonstop excitement, big hits, crazy catches, and you are right on top of the action. It is a fantastic thing to take your family to if you got a young family. Very affordable. Kids are going to have a good time. It's they want to get the kids involved in the game. It's just it is a perfect experience to take your kids to. Tickets are on sale now. Grab them at SanAntonioGunslingers.com. You can get single game tickets or full season packages. Go out, support your hometown Gunslingers. Pack Freeman Coliseum. Let's make some noise starting with Sunday, March 29th against Tulsa. That's SanAntonioGunslingers.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are still in fairly good shape as you get into your morning commute. Now, we do have that one trouble spot on the northeast side on 35 northbound at Weidner. That's a disabled vehicle that is taking up 3 right lanes, so expect delays from Pat Booker Road. On 1604 westbound I-10 to 281, that's already a 20-minute ride. On 281 southbound 1604 to Wurzbach Parkway, 5-6 minutes. And I-10 eastbound, no delays from 410 to 1604. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by MapQuest.
Before smartphones, there was MapQuest. Before GPS, there was MapQuest. Before Google Maps, there was MapQuest. And guess what? MapQuest is back. Now on your phone. No printer required. Download the MapQuest app on the App Store or visit MapQuest.com.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Porn sites are turned off.
Yes, they are.
They are?
The legislation passed a rule that you have to prove your age. And if you haven't proven your age, which nobody wants to put that information out on the porn sites, they lock you out.
In the past, they said, "Are you 21?" And me and all the other 8th graders would say, "Yes."
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Want consistent color for every job? Milo's Pro Rewards members get a 20% paint discount on future purchases after paint annual qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Plus, order eligible in-stock paint and paint supplies by 2 p.m. for free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Improving is easy at Lowe's. Excludes spray paint and mist tints. More exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Subject to change. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Same-day delivery valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. Details at Lowe's.com/same-day delivery.
The St. Patrick's Day parties at the Roo Pub are legendary, and this year it will be the biggest St. Patrick's Day party ever. An all-day block party starting at 11 a.m. The green beer will be flowing, live music with Finding Friday on the outdoor stage from 6 to 9. DJs at both the Roo and Angry Elephant before and after the band. It's an all-day party March 17th, and this year is going to be bigger and better than ever before. So plan now to celebrate St. Patrick's Day the right way at the Roo Pub and Angry Elephant, 281 in Redland Road.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit JesseHernandezLaw.com. That's JesseHernandezLaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, a special edition of The Blitz on 94.1.
Yeah, Rob Thompson, 10 years at the radio station, so we're making him work The Blitz again. Just celebrate his 10 years. Rob, this is your reminder. You are working today, 2 to 6.
Make it a good one, Rob. Don't let us down. I know you won't.
The Blitz
starts at 2.
Hopefully.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. Morning Huddle 94.1. Happy Friday. I would say we're almost done for the week, but we're not, because Rob and I are...
You're a fourth of the way done.
Troopers.
Almost.
We're like the Marines.
We really are, man.
Yeah. You're special forces.
We are the special forces.
Yeah.
Well, Jason and Joe, I mean, they couldn't work. They were very busy.
Mm-hmm.
They have appearances to make, you know.
They should refund me my day off for Wednesday, since I'm going to work double today.
I think that would be a valuable question to talk with our suit about that.
I think
we
make it disappear.
Earn a couple of attaboy.
It'd be nice if I didn't have to ask. If he just said, "You know what I'd like to do for you? I'd like to reward your service."
Right?
You know, I wish that he would say that, but he probably won't.
No.
The hoops last night, the hoops all day yesterday were entertaining. It started off with a bang. Miami of Ohio, 31-0.
Nice knowing you.
Now 31-1. First round of the MAC tournament. They get thumped by UMass 87-83. The 8 seed sends them packing.
Texas, when you don't get in, look at them.
That's probably why. Yeah. Texas and Indiana cried tears as we now, although I think Akron was going to win the tournament anyway, so I don't think it's too much of a surprise. True. But yeah, they did. It's a little surprising they went out in the first round, I would say. Duke got really pushed. We talked about it yesterday. It was 17 points was the spread. That didn't feel right. Duke got an 80-79 win.
A lot of turnovers in that game. You be worried about Duke. If they face some pressing guards, they might run into a little bit of trouble.
Maybe so. I don't know if it'll be in the ACC tournament, but when they get into the big one, maybe so. Arizona took care of their business, 81-59 against Central Florida. Houston got a 73-66 win over BYU. BYU played really well in the first half, and then Houston shut the spigot off in the second half and just put them in the squeeze, put them in the crock pot. UConn 93, Xavier 68. Finishing a disappointing season for Xavier. Iowa State knocks off Texas Tech 75-53. Not really close in that one. Virginia got an 81-74 win over NC State. Providence St. John's 85-72 win over Providence.
That's a good win.
That is a good win. They needed that.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas 78, TCU 73. That's another one where TCU had Kansas on the ropes, and Kansas got through it. And now Kansas and UH tonight. That should be a fun one. Purdue smacked Northwestern 81-68. Clemson knocks off North Carolina. I think we predicted that on this show. 80-79. Wisconsin 85-82 winner over Washington. Another one we predicted. Miami, the U, 78-73 over Louisville. And Tennessee advanced over Auburn, probably ending Auburn's season 72-62. The Vols got the win in that one. So that sets up some good matchups for today. Starting at 11 o'clock, Ohio State, Michigan. If you're into football battles on the basketball court, that should be a good one. Kentucky and Florida, Wisconsin and Illinois. That'll be 1:30 on the Big Ten Network. Tennessee, Vanderbilt, they go round 3 today. Seton Hall and St. John's today. Purdue and Nebraska. It's corn. Here's a good one. Iowa State and Arizona, 6 o'clock on ESPN. That ought to be a good one. Miami gets Virginia. Ole Miss, Alabama. Ole Miss beat Georgia last. So now Ole Miss beats Texas. Then they beat Georgia.
One more game.
We might have to start taking them seriously. Their coach is as good as anybody's. You got to remember that. They're 10.5-point dogs tonight. Nate Oates is tied. Georgetown and UConn. UCLA, Michigan State. Michigan State starts their Big Ten run. Clemson, Duke. I mentioned Kansas, Houston. That'll be at 8:30 on ESPN. And Oklahoma taking on Arkansas.
They dispatched my Aggies
Oklahoma,
last night.
belt to ass on the Aggies last night. I don't know where that came from, but they put it on them. And now the Aggies sit and wait. Although the Aggies, I think, are probably comfortable where they're at.
My only regret from going to the Spurs game last night, and apart from them losing because I left early, was missing the Houston BYU game. That looked like must have been a hell of a basketball game.
Yeah, I was watching. I was keeping up with it on my phone. And
Kingston Flemings, man, Kingston jump shot to win it, baby.
Yep. And Debanza had a game. He was great early on.
He's doing it right. You know, the thing is, you got to let them in. They're tournament worthy for sure. But he's must watch.
Yes.
When you see BYU play that first game, everybody in the country is going to flip to that game just to see him go off, because that first matchup will be set up for him to have a nice night.
Yeah, and Houston was atypically loose with the ball last night. Made it a closer game than it probably should have been, but at the end of the day, I'm stoked for this Kansas-Houston game tonight. That's especially because if you remember, Kansas was one of the 3 consecutive games that Houston lost this year. When they went on that stretch where they lost to it
was a murderer's row.
Yeah, it was Iowa State, Arizona, and Kansas all in a row, and that Kansas was they blew Houston out at Fog Allen. And that was the only time they played this year. So I think we'll have revenge on the mind for the Cougs. Should be a fun one tonight.
Well, they're going to be playing on a real hardwood floor now.
That's the other thing about the Big 12 is they've decided to go away from they've been playing on that LED glass court. Like if you've probably seen it, it's gray. It's got their logos.
Lights,
they're putting stats on it and stuff like that.
You hit a 3 and it goes ping, like the Astrodome.
But here's what Brett Yormark said, the commissioner. After consultation with the coaches of our 4 semifinal teams, I've decided that in order to provide our student athletes with the greatest level of comfort on a huge stage this weekend, we will transition to a hardwood court for the remainder of the tournament.
That's some kind words for saying that thing sucks and people are getting hurt.
While we look forward to a great semifinal and championship game. Now it was showing some graphics in real time, like it was showing some stats. It was kind of cool, but also there were dudes falling down on it. Christian Anderson, who's like a first-round draft pick for Texas Tech, he fell and hurt his groin against Iowa State. And Grant McCaslin came out and was like, It's different.
It's
different.
I don't want to get fined.
So there were some challenging movements today. Let's just put it at that. Now Bill Self said, I think it's the right thing to do, switching the court.
All of
this
them
is cool.
were like, okay, thank you for doing this for us. We won't badmouth you.
Yeah, I mean, and let's face it, the Big 12 has a handful of teams that have Final Four potential, and you don't want to blow it by getting somebody hurt on a stupid court.
This is one of those. Yeah, it's one of those things that it sounded good in the meeting. You know, somebody, you know what we could do? Let's do that. And then you think, why? Who are we doing this for? Because the viewers on TV already get that. You know, they already have the basketball court as a green screen. You know, when you watch that and you see the logo of San Antonio's whatever advertiser, that's not on the court.
Yeah.
You know, you think it is, but it ain't. And we already get that. So I wonder why when they do that LED floor, that's for the people in the building, which, yeah, I guess is nice, but it doesn't do anything for the TV types because you can already do that post-production, you know, through the channels of delivery. So I like the concept.
It's too busy for me.
Yeah, and I can't even imagine playing on it.
Yeah.
I mean, looking down and seeing stuff moving beneath your feet.
No, it'd be
very strange.
And like knowing where the lines are and things like that.
Yeah.
Like in basketball is such a like you have certain spots where you like, okay, on this play, this is where I go.
It's a perspective, and that's why some guys play better in some gyms because their perspective, they just see the rim better. And if you're seeing stuff moving beneath your feet, I can't imagine it. You'd be seasick, I think.
I would think so too. But yeah, that won't be the case now. Representatives from all 30 NBA teams are at the Big 12 tournament since there's a handful of players that were worth watching this
about
weekend.
7 first-rounders running around that
maybe
tournament.
even more than that. But it's certainly 3 of the top 5 or 6. And Darren Peterson, A.J. DeBansa, and Kingston Flemings were there.
Mhm.
So and 2 of those still playing. Probably 3 first-rounders on Arizona's roster.
Flurries and Pete for sure.
Yeah, so
Blurries, whatever his name is.
Yeah, but yeah, they got it. There's a ton of talent on the floor there. So don't screw it up and get them hurt on some stupid gimmicky court.
Today's going to be a good day to be on the couch. Go find yourself a bar and watch some. This is tournament-level basketball. This is what we're going to get next Thursday.
Sounds awesome, doesn't it?
Today's going to be awesome. Too bad we'll be working.
Yeah, too bad Rob and I are team players.
Por toda la gente, man. That's what we are.
That's what we're about, man. Mm-hmm. That's what we're about. So if our bosses hear it and say, hey, we want to reward you by giving you back that vacation day, you know, I'm not going to say no.
We'll talk
I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah.
It'd be one day less from our people, though.
That's true. That's true. And that, again, this show, unlike Jason and Joe, is for the people. Yes. Where is Joe going to be today? I know where Jason is. Where's Joe?
I believe he's at a wine and cheese tasting.
Oh,
he's doing the what's the wine and cheese festival? The from Step Brothers.
The Catalina wine mixer.
He's doing the Catalina wine mixer.
That sounds about right.
It's only the biggest wine mixer of the year.
I wonder if we'll be generally accepted in the 2:00 hour.
I don't know. I would assume we have a little bit of a crossover.
I wonder how Pledger's going to feel about working with us.
Oh yeah,
forgot about
I love
that,
working
too.
with Pledge. It'll be fun.
Okay, he's going to play stupid music. I bet. Vic knows what kind of music.
No, he's down your. I think
he likes rock.
Yeah, I think he plays more your vein of music than Vic does.
Yeah,
y'all are the same age.
I'm
y'all came up.
I'm more
listening to the same
underground.
thing.
Yeah, I play a lot of San Antonio records.
No, I think James will play the music that you find
appealing.
Absolutely appealing.
Okay, all right. I'll give him a chance. I'm going to give him a fair shake. It's all I can do.
You've not worked with James before?
I have in very short spurts, though, I feel like.
It's a pleasure.
I don't know if you remember when I first got here, they wanted me to sit in for an hour every day with the Blitz.
Oh, that's right.
It was very odd.
That's right.
What?
Yeah.
I would do my show and then I'd
go home and you're not doing anything. You're alone in your apartment. Come back to work.
Yeah, so I'd come and they'd sit in for an hour with them. And it was very odd because I didn't know if I should be a part of the show or I didn't want to mess up their vibe, but I'm already the new guy, so I didn't know how it was going to be, but it was very interesting. But yeah, I'll be maybe we'll introduce ourselves to a new audience today, Rob.
I'm sure we will. We'll have new people listening, new ears.
I mean,
today.
I can't imagine there are people who listen to that show and not ours.
Well, I mean, we got our Tolos, we got our turn on leave-ons for sure that are going to be with us no matter what. But it comes down to your commute. We know how our shows are consumed, and a lot of them are consumed on the road.
Yeah.
And we'll have some new consumers today.
Michael says you should play the Friday song after the next break. Well, the next break's the top of the hour, so we don't do that. But like
it's
probably
coming.
like 8:15.
I literally have it ready. That's what I was going to do.
Yeah, it's probably be about 8:15.
That and another surprise.
Yeah, we'll be partying. We'll be partying. Yeah.
Yeah.
We may have to. You may have to show Pleasure where that is, because we gotta bring the Friday action to the Blitz as well.
I'll put it in the playlist.
It's also going to be weird for me to say on the Blitz, because as you know, I did a show in Houston for 11, 12 years called the Blitz.
We've all done a Blitz. I did the Blitz for 6 years.
Yeah, so that's going to be weird.
Yeah, the afternoon huddle?
I guess so. I guess that's
right.
what it is.
No, it's the Blitz. We are sitting in on the Blitz.
We're going to be rocking and rolling in your face.
The Blitz.
That's right. On 94.1. San Antonio Sports. Brian says first day AJ started Wild Up Joe and he got robbed with the Aggies. I'm not here to charge people up. I'm a friend maker, Bubba. I came in and I said, hey, don't get mad at me, Joe Reinagel. And Joe said,
what were y'all?
I don't even know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what I was trying to. I mean, that probably tracks that I was trying to rile Joe up.
No, it tracks.
But yeah, I don't know what I can't imagine what it was about. You could tell here that the ESPN must have gotten into an agreement with the UFL because they are talking a lot about United Football League. I guess they're carrying the games.
So I'll tell you, in the hierarchy of the important things to ESPN, I'll take UFL over WWE.
They are pushing that WWE.
My
man.
God.
I'm
all about it. I want access. I want people who are fans. Don't we have a WWE thing coming up here in town, like next week?
Yeah.
That doesn't belong on SportsCenter. It just shouldn't be there.
I saw that they got rid of the tush push on the UFL.
Oh, well, good.
Well, there
Thank
went
God.
all the offense.
Thank God.
How are they going to score?
I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Well, we're halfway there, or at least halfway through our show. Yeah. Football on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
This report is sponsored by WeatherBug.
Get the fastest local alerts and accurate 24/7 forecasts with WeatherBug. It's easy to use and provides real-time customizable alerts so the weather never takes you by surprise. Plan every day with confidence. Download the free WeatherBug app from the App Store now.
Zach Bryan with Heaven on Tour. Saturday, March 21st, Alamo Dome. Wish I didn't, but I do. With special guests, Camp and J.R. Carroll. Tickets are on sale now at ZachBryan.com. Don't miss Zach Bryan live.
Nigel, why are you wearing a tuxedo?
That's not just a tux, it's a statement.
But your pants are 3 inches too short and your shirt has ruffles? Folks, there's nothing sophisticated about plumbing or AC problems. When repairs are needed, call Quarter Moon and we'll have a truck at your home or office fast and we'll fix the problem with fair pricing.
Joel, don't be jealous of my new look.
That looks like it's from the 70s and man, it sure is tight.
Nonsense, Joel.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC and Heating, 210-651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074 EM16004.
I need a little range, step to the range, come on, meet me at the
Introducing the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club Sandwich. With that juicy Chick-fil-A chicken on a buttermilk ranch bun, jalapeno ranch sauce, and pickled jalapenos, it's a little ranch with a lot of kick. The new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club with original spicy or grilled filet. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day 2-day coverage. There was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-694-1010. That's 1-800-694-1010. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-694-1010. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
How can you grow your business from idea to industry leader? With smart business buying tools and technology from Amazon Business. From fast, free shipping to in-depth buying insights and automated purchase approvals, we deliver everything you need. Go to AmazonBusiness.com for support.
Even if you've given up on your New Year's resolutions, one health habit that's easy to keep is Active Liver from New Nordic. Active Liver protects your liver so you can enjoy life to the fullest. Online at Amazon, in stores at CVS, Walgreens, and now GNC.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
A message from Tia Mori, actress and Fair Celebrity Ambassador.
Game day isn't staged, it's lived. It's the shopping, the cooking, the laughter. For families managing food allergy, that same spirit of preparation means everything. Because food allergy isn't a lifestyle. It's a serious, life-threatening disease that can change everything in a moment. But being ready changes the story. It's knowing the signs, having a plan, and carrying epinephrine everywhere life takes you. Epinephrine is the only treatment that can stop a severe food allergy reaction known as anaphylaxis. It works quickly to reverse the symptoms and can save lives. As families and friends gather for the big game, we see what community looks like. It's one built on awareness, care, and love in action. Because readiness doesn't take away the risk. It brings back the joy. When you're ready to act, you're ready to live.
Visit foodallergy.org/ready to act to learn more.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, we're starting to fill in a little bit. Now, we still have that stall on the northeast side, 35 northbound at Wegener. It's still taking up 3 right lanes. Now, it's about a 20-minute ride, 1604 westbound I-10 on over to 281. As you make your way through the Live Oak area, 1604 northbound I-10 to 35, that's 10-12 minutes. 281 southbound, Bassett to 35, about a 5-6 minute ride. And then on I-10 eastbound from Loop 410 to 1604, 5-7 minutes. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, it was fun while it lasted, but the Spurs finally fell. Nikola Jokic had 31 points and 20 rebounds and 12 assists, powering the Denver Nuggets past the Spurs 136-131. Jamal Murray scored 39 points. The Denver Nuggets rallied to beat the Spurs, coming back from a 20-point deficit. In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys are adding some offensive line depth, agreeing to a deal with offensive lineman Matt Hennessy, according to ESPN's Todd Archer. In other NFL free agent news, former Cardinal quarterback Kyler Murray has a new home. After being released earlier in the week by the Cardinals, he is now a Minnesota Viking as a one-year vet minimum deal. He's already owed $36.8 million from Arizona. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, it's 8:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. We're talking about Rob's new ride.
Very fancy. Very fast. Very fancy.
Very fancy.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
What do you used to drive that black car that made you look poor?
No longer.
And now you have a car that makes you look very fancy.
I have to drive down the road. I have to pass a checkpoint where I get to my neighborhood. They're like, how much is your car worth?
Oh.
You're going to have to park here, sir. We don't allow that ilk on our roads.
But now you can go
Now I
wherever
can drive
you
all the way
want.
home. Used to I had to take a shuttle.
Very nice.
They had to park behind the bushes. They didn't want anybody to see my tree.
Very
my car.
nice. And the best part, Vic.
Yeah.
Like, so Rob, he got a new car, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And last night we go to the Spurs game, and Rob left his keys in the front seat of the car.
Yep.
Just didn't
Well,
lock it.
It's under secure. I mean, it was behind lock and key. We had security guards there. I've done that actually before. I've actually left my keys in there before. Where I live, I just get out of my car. It's not a.
You leave your keys in the car?
Yeah.
I guess if you got a gated.
No, I don't. It's just I'm very. That's why I'm glad people have no idea what car I drive now.
Yeah.
But I'm not very good about.
I recorded your car the other day. This is Rob's
This
car,
is me.
everyone. This is
me, really. That's all 2 strokes of that motor. What is that?
Listen, hear that blower?
Rob,
Whizzing.
Rob's driving a Kit from Knight Rider.
That's right.
Where would you like to go today, Mr. Thompson?
Onward. Onward.
Take me to Brick.
Take me home, country roads. But Rob just he trusts the people of San Antonio so much that he left his keys in the car.
We're all good people.
Yeah, no big deal.
No. We're all good people around here.
Vic, you and I, we're from the streets, man. We don't want our car to get stolen. Where Vic and I live, it's not safe to do such
I could park
things.
at the police station and still lock it up like I'm parking at South Park Mall. You know, I don't trust no one. Sorry.
It's just habit for me to lock my door. I don't know. I've lived in cities for too long, and in Houston, they don't care if your door's locked or not. They'll bust your window right out.
Oh yeah, they'll just take it.
That's
they'll
why
just take it.
Just take it. Maybe I'll get it back.
If you're gonna take my car, at least don't bust the window out. Like just get what you need and move on.
Go on the ring. The
My
keys are
oldest-
under the mat. Don't break it.
I've talked about this. My son Jack had his car stolen, and the cops found it still running.
That's crazy.
Still running.
Yeah, and you're like, dude, at least help me out with the gas.
Now the ignition had been pulled out, but they had just parked that car, stolen another one, and the cop rolled up on my son's car, still running.
I guess it is hard to turn it off if you tore out the ignition. I guess that makes some sense.
Yeah,
but
you pulled the wire, but
that would be a pet peeve to be like, hey man, you're running out of my gas.
Hey,
if
man,
you're gonna
if
steal
you're
my
gonna
car,
steal
at least,
it, turn it off. Do me a favor.
Killing me on my gas here.
battery too. Come on.
Yeah, bro. But no one stole Rob's car. I thought it would have been stolen.
Not yet. It's a standard. Nobody can drive it.
That's what you can't even figure it out.
Yeah,
On the inside, it is like Kit from Knight Rider. It's got all these switches, and Rob's like, I don't know what this one does. And it's like,
remember he could put it in drive yesterday when he backed out?
I'm like, I just get lucky.
It's a crapshoot.
There it is.
It's moving forward? Yeah, all right. We got to figure it out here.
I don't know how I got there.
Helpful hint: if you're at a train, just keep your foot on the brake. Don't put it in park or anything.
No, I'm not doing anything. Thank God this car doesn't have it dies at like my wife's car where it turns off at every stop.
I hate those cars. I think your car was like that. It freaked me out when I first took it. I'm like, great, I broke it.
Yeah,
you know, I hope it starts.
That can't be good for your car.
I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why they do that. I don't like. But I mean, my Acura had that. Then my wife's car has that. Like,
nope, don't like it.
Like I'm turn off.
Yeah, you can turn. And the thing is, like, you would think it'd be an option that you could just turn off and never have to deal with, but you have to turn it off every time you start your car up.
Oh,
like
no.
If you want it, if you don't want it, like you have to turn. Like you can't start it in the off position. You turn your car on if you don't like that, the first thing you got to do is push the button. And typically what I do is I drive it until I get to a stoplight and then it shuts off and then I push the button so it doesn't happen again.
I don't know how that works out to being good for your car. Starting it over and over and over. It's like me sitting on every time I leave the room, turn the TV off.
But
turn
I guess
the TV off, turn it back on.
I guess because the way it's not turning the car all the way off. It's just like resting the engine, I guess.
It feels like the car's off to me.
I know, but it's not because all the radio doesn't turn off. Like, you know what I mean? It's still half alive. I don't get it though. But also I'm not a.
Well, I like to just
lay on
I just like to lay on my gas pedal. I put it in neutral and just rev the motor.
That's the move. Then it never. You never have to. You don't have to worry about it.
I mean business.
Border Jumper says Rob driving a Maserati. Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Got myself a Maserati. Does 185.
That's right. Life's been good to Rob so far.
Indeed.
Life's been
that is a true statement. Life
good.
indeed has been good to Rob.
That's right. Rashawn Gary talks about his what he calls a crazy week after being traded to Dallas. Gary was on March 6th. He was in 7th season with the Green Bay Packers. He appeared to have posted a goodbye letter to Green Bay Packer fans on social media, but he was actually hacked, is what he says. Now, we talked about this, how Rashawn Gary said his goodbye before he got traded.
Right.
I don't know, this is what I always say. If you're saying you got hacked, what's the upside for the hacker in this case? Now, when a hacker hacks into something and they like, some of them may be trying to steal money. Some of them may be trying to I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't know what a hacker would want to do besides steal money or cause chaos.
I think that those are the two primary.
But I don't know, like, posting a farewell message to fans for a middling NFL player is like that. I don't know that that's causing enough chaos that it'd be worth a hacker's time.
I completely agree with the whole premise of this is very strange. Why the hell do you think you would be hacked?
I don't think he was hacked. I think he posted the message and before he was supposed to, because he didn't want it. Like, there are tampering rules and things like that. And then he says, yeah, the whole experience was just crazy. I'm the type of guy, I pride myself on just going to work and keeping my head down, but everybody has social media in the offseason. You don't find yourself looking for it, but just things pop up. Just the guy that I am to keep my head down, not believing it. What he began to hear after being hacked started to turn the tide in his mind to believe there was a legitimate chance he would be traded. And then he was. He says, then that weird thing happened. Got hacked. It kind of made the rumors that people were saying come to light. Deep down inside, I'm still talking to my teammates, still talking to my coaches about next season, still believing I'm playing for the Packers. All of a sudden, I get a call from my agent, and he says a deal is done. This is a great opportunity that I have in front of me, and I just can't wait to go to work. I'm just bringing a dog, man. I'm going to be myself, lead by example, and help the best way I can. Again, what was the upside to someone hacking you and posting your farewell message? That's it. That's just an odd thing. As a hacker, if I were a hacker, I feel like I would spend my time on more fruitful things than hacking Rashawn Gary's Instagram.
He's a very important guy.
Yeah,
very important.
And now, like, if you hacked, like if someone hacked Peyton Manning's Instagram and started spewing the N-word or saying hateful things, like, then okay, I could see that being a hack. Like someone's trying to defame Peyton Manning and cause chaos. But it's not like Rashawn Gary said, "Screw you, Packer fan." It was like a heartfelt.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about this.
It would just admit that you blew it, man. These guys, nobody wants to admit. Nobody ever wants to say,
hacked.
I was wrong. No, I was hacked.
I was hacked.
Nobody's hacking
What,
you.
me?
Nobody's hacking you.
I just leave all my social media open
Man.
to anybody who wants to get in there. I get hacked all the time.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you liked what I did, and then it was me.
And now they talked to him about trading places with Micah Parsons. And he says, everything's been crazy this past week. We've texted, but we haven't had a chance to really chat. He was able to reach out to me. I was able to text him back, but I've yet to be able to really have a conversation with him. At the end of the day, it's a business, so I don't look at it as trading places or things like that. I'm just coming here to be me and be the impact that the Cowboys need. So,
I wonder if they're going to give him his locker.
I don't know. I don't know. The main thing is to come in, play good ball to the point where they're playing meaningful games, then playing for some trophies and playing for some hats and T-shirts. That's my goal.
Let's not forget, we talked about it yesterday. This was a top 5 guy.
Yeah, at one point.
I mean, he was one of those dudes that a lot was expected. So I get the attitude about the good farewell and all that, but he's got to come down here and resurrect might be a big word for what he's got to do, but you've got to become what we expected you to become. This isn't your last stop on the NFL train, but you got one more in front of you if you don't live up to the premise.
Well, and it's a bit of a reunion for him because Kenny Clark, former Packer, Christian Parker, the DC, former Packer, and their pass rush consultant, Brandon Jordan, also former Green Bay guy. So a lot of a little reunion tour for the Packers pass rush team.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, except none of them are Micah Parsons.
Well, they were all cast-offs. There's a reason why they're here.
Yeah.
But again,
they all became very expendable once Micah got to town.
A little camaraderie. They can go out and have some cheese curds and
talk. Hey, man, you got any more Leinenkugels?
Leinenkugels? So they can get together and have some fun.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. No, I don't know what to expect of him, but I'll be honest. This whole the hacking thing. You're not endearing me.
Old. That's old.
You're not endearing me as a. You're not making me want to cheer for you. I can tell you that.
I was hacked. Who else in their life gets to say that? I was hacked, man. It wasn't me.
No, I mean, you can say that's kind of the go-to when you mess up.
It wasn't me.
Yeah,
that's hacked.
Like Vic, when Vic got caught sending text to some chick, he was like, "No, my phone was hacked. It wasn't me."
It was
his wife.
Another guy looked just.
His
like
wife
me.
said, "I don't believe you."
I told her it was Edwin.
Oh yeah.
Edwin was playing around again.
Yet another Edwin.
I told him to stop.
Victim.
Edwin he's always like what Vic's wife says. So Edwin is always asking these fat girls for naked pictures.
Yeah,
why?
Pretty much.
That's what he
Why
does.
would he do that with your phone? I don't know, babe.
Oh, I don't know.
Just
we have the same phone.
Just say I can't explain, Edwin.
We have the same case.
I can't explain what he does.
He got all my passwords.
He knows the password's my birthday.
Yeah.
So,
1, 2, 3, 4. It was hard to break, but I guess he figured it out.
Password is the password. Everybody knows it.
Everybody knows that.
Password 1! Exclamation point.
That's right.
I mean, who else would have thought of that?
Yeah, like I put a 1 after password. Who's going to think to put the 1?
And then to really fool him, when it expired, I went to 2.
That's right.
Yeah,
no one could figure that out.
No one.
Then I went back to 1 when I had to change it again.
And I had to go back, but
There you go. All right, let's take a break. Football night in America changing up a little bit. We'll talk about that on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, fellas, quick heads up. The 94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic at the Golf Club of Texas on Monday, March 30th.
Yeah, it's officially sold out.
But don't worry, you can still be part of the fun. Join us after the round for the ultimate golf after party at 90 Proof Bar and Grill at Lucky Road Ranch and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and about 1,000 exaggerated stories about the one drive that almost hit the fairway. The sold-out Spring Golf Classic, presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Jim Beam, and Sarah Auto Group, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, PPL Motorhomes, and Hornitos Tequila.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Scott, you've got a question about radio stations?
Yes, I do. Back in the 80s, when JD and I guess Bobo were doing radios, why did stations sound so different, like in a car or something? Were they compressed or something like that?
Bob?
Cocaine.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
People. They're good. Good for laughs, for snorts, for cries, and goodbyes. People are good for doing nothing or getting up to something. People are good for squad goals and squad. People are good for you. Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together.
Jim Beam, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume, 2026, James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Flight by Yingling is the presenting sponsor of the 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament on March 30th, and they're giving you the chance to win big. Register now to win a set of custom golf clubs valued at $2,800. Imagine hitting the course with custom clubs while enjoying a crisp Flight by Yingling, just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Head to yingling.com/golf to enter. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older to win. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Craft beers, full bar, hard kombucha on tap, a handcrafted food menu, and massive LED screens. Attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit novobrew.com. That's NOVOBrew.com.
The Valero Texas Open is a can't-miss event. Here's your chance to enjoy food, drinks, and the world's best PGA Tour pros as they tee it up at TPC San Antonio. You won't want to miss the unforgettable, unexpected, and winning moments at the Valero Texas Open. Proceeds help us continue a long-standing tradition of giving back to our community. Buy tickets on ValeroTexasOpen.com and join us April 2nd through the 5th.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. We're party. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, hey, kitty. Yes. Vic still hasn't figured out how to play this at 7:45 when we're going down the highway.
Nope.
I got this, you got this, now you know it. Oh! AJ and Rob on the Morning Huddle. Happy day, everybody. Happy day. Hope everybody has a good weekend coming up. And again, if you are around, we'd love to have your attention from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock today.
Leave it on all day. Tolo it.
Give us your best. Give us the best of you. You're coming home after I imagine after work on Friday, everybody's in a good mood.
I would hope.
Yeah, you're leaving early anyway.
Yeah,
so
man.
You're on
Get
it
us
too.
on.
Yeah.
Crack a beer.
Yes.
In fact, we're better the more you drink.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Tony Dungy was informed that he will not be back with Football Night in America.
Really?
Yes.
How long had he been doing it? Since the get-go?
17 years of Tony Dungy.
That's a strange decision. He's kind of like our football grandfather.
He kind of, I don't know. Tony Dungy's kind of boring to me.
He is. He
never
No,
says
but it was the
anything
face.
that's
But he's our football grandpa.
No, like when I saw it on TV, I'm like, Sunday night football night in America.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You're right.
I think the way that broadcasting has changed is you've got to kind of what your insight is matters less, and what reaction you're able to get is what really matters. And that's why guys like Pat McAfee and Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless, it doesn't matter if what you're saying is right or wrong. It's just
That's a true
Do
statement.
people get fired up about it?
But his job, I always felt like, was to give us the truth. Don't puff it up. Don't take sides. Don't take the culturally appropriate stand. Just tell us why this team is better than that team, or vice versa. And I don't think that should change, or whoever takes his place. There is a place in broadcast media, especially at that position, for that. I guess they're just trying to shake the snow globe. I don't think it was anything he did or didn't do. I think you're right. It just got a little dull.
I think he's just kind of a boring dude. I don't know. He doesn't like if he's not there, it's not like it's going to be any different. You know what I mean?
No, you're right, and that is in fact sad, because I don't think if they had not announced it and we watched the very first Sunday Night Football in America, we might have go, is there what's
something's missing. Can't pinpoint it,
but it's not worse. It's just a little different, and it would have been, oh, Tony's not here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you know what it's like. It's like if you go to a crawfish boil, and it's there's spicy crawfish, and they're on your plate, and you get some potatoes and some sausage and some corn, maybe some boiled shrimp, and then there's a saltine cracker on the side. Like, oh, okay. It's nice if you want that cracker, but if it's not there, it's not like it changes the plate any. You still got a good plate of crawfish.
Oh, yeah.
Tony Dungy's a saltine cracker.
Well, and there's a place in the world for that. Like, I'll tell you this, Mike Tirico is the most bland thing in the world, but he is absolutely appropriate for his job.
Play-by-play is a place where you can be bland.
Just be that. And I always kind of figured that one step away from that was the old coach, the old guy who'd seen it all. And that's kind of the role he played. Now, I wonder, who would you have take his place to do that high-end perspective? I'm sure there's lots of dudes out there.
Yeah. The thing is, this is the other – I don't know how to say this and not sound like an ageist, but he's 70 years old also.
Well, yeah.
And at some point, you kind of age out of television.
No, that's a true statement. But I don't think it's – I think it's about his separation from the game itself. The game isn't what he coached. It's played by different types of players. The schemes are very different. So your perspective has to be deep and true. And if that's boring, then we got to find somebody else that can jazz the deep and truth stuff up. You got to make it less boring.
Well, on that note, what about Terry Bradshaw? He's been on there forever.
Well, he is the other side of things.
Oh, he's showing Alzheimer's sometimes.
He's crazy uncle. You never know what the hell he's going to say.
Yeah, I mean like
he's like what 92 now.
He's supposed to be comic relief.
Yeah,
and like he's the butt of the jokes, and like he's cool with that.
All
like
right.
you can't really make fun of Tony Dungy.
No,
I mean he's
who would
like
want to.
Yeah, he's like
he's our grandpa.
He's a respected dude. He's he's just. But Tony Dungy's also the kind of guy you don't want to go hang around with.
No, I know.
It's like
he'll give you a butterscotch and tell you stories.
Yeah. Like, you want to go have a beer with him? No, he doesn't drink beer.
No.
Like,
boo. Boring. Boring.
It's just,
All right, just give me the stats.
Jose says that McAfee and Stephen A are annoying, make ESPN unwatchable these days. I mean, it's not my thing, but I also see the numbers say that those guys move the needle, That's what people are watching. That's what people want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
To each their own, man. That's what the youngsters are into. The youngsters are into these wild ass Pat McAfee shows with.
Well, he'll have a podcast next week.
Wife beater shirts and
We won't lose track of Tony.
Yeah. Well, we probably will.
He'll have a podcast if you want to find him.
Yeah, but it's going to be. I bet it's a Jesus podcast. It's not going to be about football.
That and like Metamucil.
Yeah, some kind of Ben Gay or something.
Yeah. That's who will be brought to you by that little sit-down treadmill thing that you can, like you're on a bike.
Oh, yeah.
It's like pedal.
I actually have one of those.
I'm writing it right now.
Yeah. No, I have one at home in my studio.
Okay, so here's the question. Who do you want to see replace Tony
That's
Dungy?
what I'm saying. Well, who would you bring in as a former? There's a couple of them bouncing around you've got to figure.
I'm sure NBC was hopeful that Travis Kelce would retire because that's the easiest.
Yeah. That's a mighty big old stage to put him first.
It is. But although and the other thing is, can you keep him because I've listened to that podcast. All they do is cuss on that podcast.
And will you hire him? Because Tony, what was it? 17-year run? You want to hire a dude that's going to be here for the next 17 years. That's the plan. And I don't think Kelsey's that guy.
You know who I think is eventually, and I don't know if he's likable enough to do this. Like, I don't like him, but I wonder what his likability quotient is Russell Wilson.
See, you're looking at former players, and I'm thinking former coach.
See, I'm just thinking about dudes that might take the job. I mean, I think it could be a player or a coach. Mm-hmm. Is there a coach you got in mind?
I don't, but obviously you look at the most recently unemployed and kind of start from there. Who's trying to rehab and who's done?
I mean, Claymore mentions Mike Tomlin. But
that feels like a natural progression. It does.
I have never heard Mike Tomlin say he wants to go into television. I don't know if Mike Tomlin's done coaching. I mean, that's entirely possible.
I don't think he is. But this, I think, could be, if I was to hire Tomlin, and he would be first on my list, I would hire him knowing full well he's using this to maybe get back into it.
Maybe
I don't think he's done.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm again, I'm not like broken up about Tony Dungy, but I don't. It's weird that they don't have a guy in.
I wonder if they're going to shake up the whole I wonder if they're going to shake this whole thing up, and he's just the first.
Well, I know Rodney Harrison's contract is up, Devin McCourty's contract is up, Jason Garrett's contract is up, and Chris Sims' contract is up. So this
might be the first of several moves.
Might be a very, very different-looking NBC broadcast.
What is Amazon doing different that would make them shake things up? Because we got 3 panel shows.
Yeah.
You got your ESPN CBS type, your Fox and your CBS, and you got your Sunday Night Football in America. And obviously it's keeping up with the Joneses. I wonder what the next step is, because Amazon brought all the production value. They've got all the cool stuff now.
You know what I don't like? I don't like that like Monday Night Football, everyone, if you say what do people dislike the most about Monday Night Football, like 9 out of 10 people will tell you Chris Collinsworth.
Are you talking about Sunday night?
Or, yeah, Sunday Night Football, I mean. And then not only did they not get rid of Chris Collinsworth, like they put his son on the broadcast. And I think his son sucks at that job.
Yeah.
And like I'm fine with nepotism if like the guy's good.
Young Golick.
What's the Kenny Albert? He's good at what he does. So,
and
but,
both of the Golicks.
Yeah.
Young kid, he's a broadcaster. He's good at it.
People already didn't like one Collinsworth. Now you got another one.
The Nepo baby prospect.
Too much.
He's going to turn into his voice.
And that's not a good sign.
Oh, it's too much Collinsworth.
Everyone in my house doesn't like Romo. Like every time they hear him talk, they do the, oh, come on.
Well, Romo is the photo child, the one that you think of when you think directly from field to booth. Like, get him in there as fast as possible.
That was him. Yeah.
For the first 2 years, Tony still knew the playbook. He knew exactly what was coming.
He took off his uniform, took a shower, and went to the booth.
And when the thing is, once that kind of wore out, remember last year, 2 years ago, it started to slip because he'd been away from the game so long. Some of that stuff he didn't remember, and couldn't translate.
That's right.
And remember, they had to come to Jesus with Tony. Like, you're going to have to start prepping a little bit more.
Yeah, you're right. And that's like sometimes the game passes you by.
It does.
Yes, it does.
And if you rely on just the quarterback instincts, it takes you a long way. And for that first couple of years, it was ridiculously accurate. I mean, it was crazy listening to him call, but you could tell that the games had changed. The OCs were different, and he wasn't quite as plugged in, and he needed to bring more Romo personality than Romo knowledge. And he did a pretty good job last year. I think he bounced back. But that's those little things you don't consider when you jump off the field, that you bring some brilliance, but you're going to have to back that up in a couple of years.
Yeah. And maybe that's the case with Tony, but I really think if they liked, like, if Tony was an exciting guy and Tony moved the needle, it'd be different.
Absolutely.
But Tony is
he's our grandpa. I can't say it enough. I mean,
he's
just a nice old man.
Just a nice old man, and that nobody's nobody's turning on a TV to see a nice old man talk about football.
No, we did that with Madden, but that was it.
Well, he was zany,
but Madden was a personality.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah,
Tony Dungy doesn't have any personality. That's the problem. Like he was never built for TV anyway. Like this is the okay. Here's a hot take that might get me in trouble.
Here we go.
But 17 years ago, and I mean this goes way back further than 17 years, but there was a perception of what kind of black man they could put on national TV and make white people feel comfortable. And I think that's changed as times. Like the perfect example of when this started was O.J. Simpson. Ironically, white people felt very safe with O.J. Simpson at one point in this country.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was and it's like the Michael Strahan. Oh, he smiles. He
was on a morning show.
He articulates and so white people feel comfortable with that. Now, I think the dynamic has shifted where people are comfortable with it doesn't really matter where you come from, what you look like, how you talk.
Stephen A. He's the other side of the coin.
We're not as we're not as sensitive as a society to there's no more. I say no more. There's certainly still some pearl clutching old people who are afraid of a black man yelling at them on television. But I think 17 years ago, Tony Dungy was a very safe black guy to put on a broadcast.
And he was Super Bowl champ, and again,
he's got no personality.
But he was well loved. I mean, nobody had a bad thing to say about him, even when he was a player. I mean, he was always the team captain, the team chaplain. He was the nice guy.
Right.
And again, there's a place for that personality on those shows. The wisdom of the past. There's one on every one of these panels that somebody who's been around this game a long-ass time. And I think they're going to replace him with somebody that's been around a long-ass time, but just has a fresher, younger perspective. But you do need somebody there that can tell you that I've seen this before. I know what they're doing.
Back.
Yeah, whatever that guy is, there's a place for that to offset the bombastic, loud, hot take artist.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp and Ocho. That'd be great.
All
for
those
Sunday
guys
night.
are fruits of Tony's labor.
They really
Every
are.
one of them are.
Claymore says R.I.P. A.J. Hoffman. Nice knowing you, bro. I mean, it's just the truth. They're and I wasn't the one hiring
the truth. Yeah.
It's just that the television executives,
that's how it was.
They knew they had to start getting minorities on television, but they also didn't want to turn white people off from it, and they because that's where the old TV audience bread was buttered. So they wanted to make sure they could get the best of both worlds. And so they went with what they considered very safe black guys.
Mm-hmm. Don't mock the truth. That's just what happened.
It is what it is, man.
Yep.
And now, I don't think anybody cares. Now it could be. Now Snoop Dogg is Snoop Dogg, who was on, has been through a murder trial, is at the Olympics dancing. You know what I mean? It's
doing curling.
We don't care anymore. We don't care anymore. Once Ice Cube started doing those movies with about family vacations, we stopped.
Oh yeah, Ride Along. Oh, and Ride Along too. What was the other one?
What's the one where he's going on a family vacation? I forget what it's called. But terrible movie, but
but still, it was accepted.
But yeah, but I really do think Snoop Dogg being at the Olympics, trying the curling, lets you know that.
Yeah, it's universal now.
The television audience isn't worried about it anymore. They don't care about things like that.
Just look at the makeup of the Football Night in America crew now.
Yes.
It's Maria and Devin and Tony Dungy. The African American, half the crew. So
if you don't believe that 20 years ago that television was more sensitive to what type of black man they would put on television, you're being naive. I fully believe that is the case. Yep. And Tony Dungy was about as safe as you could get.
Oh, yeah. Are we there yet? That's the name of it.
Are we there yet? That's right. Yep. Good call. But yeah, that is the.
I'm going to miss him personally. I appreciate what he does, but
to me, he's just boring. I don't. He does nothing for me.
He's part of the continuum.
Me nothing. You're right. But you know what? There's guys that There's so many. Who I hate to say this, but Lee Corso was that. Lee Corso was no longer contributing to. Game day.
Well, he became a parody of himself, and he fed it that way. But that also was part of the continuum of this is what
and they were so afraid to break it up.
Where we're going, and he's been a vital part of that. And at least they let Corso make that decision. It sounds like Tony just got the call, got the hook.
Yep. Claymore says, funny how in 92 and 93 they crushed Snoop CDs and cringed at the sight of him on MTV. I'm telling you.
See, Pete, things change.
People have changed, man. The world has changed. I mean, it's not like racism doesn't exist anymore. Of course, racism exists, but it's now television executives are. It's just 30 years ago, you would have never seen two dudes kissing on TV. That was just. It didn't happen.
Oh yeah.
Now in national television,
it's
ads,
on commercials.
It's happening. Yeah.
It's just accepted.
What they think the TV audience can handle has expanded.
It's on Star Trek.
That's right. Look at me. I like to give you guys I like to teach you guys a class in how the world has evolved. in American media evolution.
Let's learn with AJ.
Claymore says Rob loved the safe brother. Rob loves the safe brother. That's his. That's Rob's
safe brother. The dude brought knowledge and intelligence. The sad thing is he's being qualified as the safe.
He's a qualified black man.
I'm just saying. No, what we're saying is we're quantifying him as safe, as opposed to dangerous. What's a dangerous white dude?
I mean, Pat McAfee's kind of a dangerous white guy. Like, I wouldn't feel super comfortable putting him in front of a crowd. Travis Kelce strikes me as that.
Well, they put McAfee front and center.
I know.
I mean, he gets to.
But again, they wouldn't have done that 20-something years ago because they would have acted like he's Andrew Dice Clay. You know, like, we can't have this on television. What are we doing? You guys going to get us all fired. It's like the program directors who were like when Howard Stern was coming up, like, you can't say that on the radio. Now you hear damn near every cuss word on the radio. Like, no one cares. They say like primetime television. There's people. I think every word but the F word is allowed. It's just it's a different time. It really is. All right, enough of me preaching to you guys.
Yeah,
I can only do it for so long, or before I turn into Tony Dungy. I do want, on the other side. I want to talk about the Bam Adebayo game because the backlash continues on this, and I don't understand what's happening with this. We'll have to get into it a little bit. I got to tell you about the Gunslingers, though. The Gunslingers going to be back in action, man. Sunday, March 29th, 3 p.m., taking on the dreaded Tulsa Oilers. I feel like a rivalry is brewing with San Antonio and Tulsa in this one. It is exciting. It is fast. It is entertaining indoor football action, and it's right here at the Freeman Coliseum. Go out, show your San Antonio pride. These games are fun, man. It's full contact, high-level guys delivering nonstop excitement, big hits, crazy catches. Sometimes, every once in a while you see a guy, I remember that guy from college. These guys are all still making careers. The Gunslingers, they're going to have a guy on their roster this year, Super Bowl champion. There are some guys, some names you're going to recognize, as well as some guys who are looking to work their way up. Tickets are on sale now. It's a great place to take the family because it's affordable. You try to go to an NFL game, imagine what that's going to be like. Get your tickets at SanAntonioGunslingers.com. Single games or full season packages. Support your hometown Gunslingers and pack the Freeman. Let's make some noise. SanAntonioGunslingers.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a new trouble spot. 35 northbound, Thousand Oaks, northeast side. Disabled vehicle, right lane blocked. Still have that stall 35 northbound at Weidner. That one's still taking up 3 right lanes. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line so we can check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by WeatherBug.
Get the fastest local alerts and accurate 24/7 forecasts with WeatherBug. It's easy to use and provides real-time customizable alerts so the weather never takes you by surprise. Plan every day with confidence. Download the free WeatherBug app from the App Store now.
Big games, weekend trips, last-minute plans. That's why Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits is opening their doors to new furry family members this month. With over 6,000 feet of indoor play space, 5 outdoor play yards, and fully trained staff supervising your pup's every move, your dog stays happy, safe, and active while you're away. Add grooming, training, and special one-on-one time to make every day, every stay unforgettable. Call 210-750-1298 today. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits.
At the Institute for Functional Health, we are dedicated to helping you live life fully, playing with your kids, golfing, and feeling great without relying on pills. We're not about treating symptoms temporarily. We're about extending your health span, the years you live in good health. I'm Dr. Torres, and for over a decade, my team has transformed lives by tackling health issues at the root. Tired of medications without real answers? Take control of your health with us. Call 210-468-1891 for a free Discovery Day consultation or visit iffhealth.com. Improve your health span today.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Oh, like if I need a replacement part?
Sure, we can help with that.
Ah, nice. Hey, I just entered this online contest for coolest bike in the world. You think maybe you could vote for me?
Actually, we just do insurance, not popularity contests.
Yeah, I know. But what's your email? I'll just send you the link real quick. You can vote like 100 times a day. They'll never know.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
So what I'm hearing is there's a little bit of wiggle room.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on the Blitz, a special edition of the Blitz on 94.1.
Yeah, Rob Thompson, 10 years at the radio station, so we're making him work the Blitz again. Just celebrate his 10 years. Rob, this is your reminder. You are working today, 2 to 6.
Make it a good one, Rob. Don't let us down. I know you won't.
The Blitz
starts at 2.
Hopefully.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Du hast mich. Oh, yeah. Bam Adebayo. I've never seen anyone take so much grief over doing something great.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's tough to replace legends. And when you knock Kobe out of a spot, there's going to be some kickback.
Let everybody know, Kobe Bryant didn't hold the record for most points scored in a basketball game.
But he got passed by a dude named Bam Adebayo, who had no business ever getting 83. I'm not saying it is not a miraculous feat, but when you break the record of what is now a saint by taking 38 free throws or whatever the number it was.
40-something.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like you went out and did it. And the part of it is, I don't think most people would have been upset if, say, Kevin Durant went and got 83 or Steph Curry went and got 83. But when you read the highlights and no one was paying attention to the game, Bam Adebayo? I mean, and when you explain to your grandkids, when you look at the highest scoring games of all time and you're talking about Wilt and Kobe and David and all those other dudes that hit the 70s and high 60s, and then you throw in, and Bam Adebayo did it.
Yeah.
It kind of discounts it, but it's a remarkable feat. But it's another product of this tanking and all of that all rolled into a situation where they played a team that was actively running from winning and playing a bunch of kids who had no idea how to handle this, so they just fouled the hell out of him for 3 quarters.
This is Roger Maris breaking the home run record.
Kinda.
Is what it is. It's a guy who, we respect that he's a good player, but he's not the guy that we want his name in the history books.
Exactly. So
they
I
wanted
think
Mickey Mantle's name in the history books.
So we get that he's taken the kickback, but it's an extraordinary thing to do. I mean, it was amazing, but it was just happened to be him. Who? Bam?
Now, here's the thing. He finished the game with 43 free throw attempts. 16 of them came in the fourth quarter. And when you watch the I didn't watch the full game. Obviously, I'm not sitting around watching a Wizards Heat game. Right. But when I watched the compressed game and basically I saw every point that Bam scored, right. You'll see that the Wizards were like at some point they decided we don't care about winning or losing. We just don't want to be on this side of history.
Right.
So there were times where it was like 4 guys on Bam and they're swarming him. And he shot 17 or 16 of his free throws in the fourth quarter. They didn't have to do that. They could have just kept playing. And by the way, he was getting one-on-one until he got about 70 points. And then finally they were like, oh, my God.
Yeah,
and at that point you got 70. What are you going to do with 9 minutes left? And then they start throwing 2 or 3 guys at you. You're going to try to get those points. I don't blame him. And you made his free throws. A lot of guys can't make their free throws. I'm not faulting him for making his free throws. I watched it. Every time he got to the line, looked like a foul to me. Now, there's one thing that they did I wasn't crazy about with the Heat were like intentionally fouling to get more possessions.
Yeah.
That's kind of lame.
Well,
but
given the situation you're in, but by the grace of God go I'd be doing the same thing. If I had a guy, either me on the way or if I was coaching a team that had a guy on the way, I owe it to him and everybody around him. As long as I'm not punting the game, I'm still wanting to win the game first. But that it was competitive. It wasn't like the game was out of reach until the fourth quarter. And then at that point, they're like, let's get this record.
Yeah.
Let's get this record. And the thing is, what they didn't realize is the Wizards were playing into it. Every time they found him, they were stopping the clock.
Yep.
They're giving him another possession. And so Miami fed it. Spoelstra's no fool. If you're going to do it, so will I. So they lengthened the game. And what came out of it was what felt like kind of a manufactured effort. But if you're going to go get 71, guess what? It's manufactured. The coaches and players all know, feed him. You don't just get 38 shots naturally. That just doesn't fall into your hands. So there's an effort to push past even the defense, even though they're defending you. Keep giving it to him because he's hot.
And there are people who are like, well, why didn't you take yourself out of the game?
No, see, that's stupid.
Dude, once you get to 70 and there's 9 minutes left, you want to say, yeah, coach, take me out.
That's the Kobe haters.
Well, and that's the thing.
The Kobe lovers.
The thing that those Kobe guys, which by the way, it's such a weird thing to be mad at him passing you on
right.
for second place on something all the time.
The Laker fan booed when they announced it.
Yeah, but here's the deal: the thing you love about Kobe is he would have gone for the record.
Absolutely. And everybody would have been cheering him for to do it.
Yeah, and that's what everybody loved about Kobe was that he would he'll take it. He's going to take it from you.
And again, it falls back to a dude that, quite frankly, his highest game in history, his entire career, was 41, and even that felt crazy. Even when he got 41, everybody went, bam, got 41? The dude that has no plays called for him, the dude that lives entirely off of trash, rebounds, and fast breaks, that guy got 83 points?
Yeah.
What happened? Because that's not natural. That seems manufactured. What did they do? Oh, he took 43 free throws. Well, then, okay, that explains everything. And when you hear that, it takes away from the record, and the further we get away from it, the more impressive it'll be. But it's going to be one of those out of nowhere. I pulled out – I wanted to find out a comparison of a guy that came from nowhere and did something remarkable. And Bam didn't come from nowhere.
I mean, Bam's on Team USA. He's an all-star. Bam's a really good player. He's just not the kind of player you want or people want to break this record for whatever reason.
So I Googled the top 5 rushing games in the history of the NFL. I wanted to see if there was a guy that popped up that I'd never heard of before or since, and I found one.
Okay.
His name is Jerome Harrison.
Okay.
In 2008, with the Cincinnati Bengals, he ran for 286 yards.
God, the record's like 296.
Yeah, he's right. Peterson's 296.
Yeah.
So Jamal Lewis is at 295, and in third place is Jerome Harrison, 286. Corey Dillon at 278. At least we remember him. And then finally Walter Payton. So he is the Jerome Harrison of the NBA. We're going to look back and go, who?
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's maybe an apt example. But the other thing I don't really quite understand is the free throw thing. And
yeah, he had to make them all, though.
I mean, yes. First of all, he had to make. But again, I think if if this record were, if this would have been done by Joker and he would have taken 43,
we'd all applauded
43 free throws, nobody would have said boo.
No,
it's because it's Bam that we're trying to find ways to pick it apart. Yeah. And that's who did it.
The good news is he passed LeBron. He busted a Wilt record. So there's some things that I'm all about. Most points in a Miami Heat game. Yeah, that's great.
I give him credit. I think he deserves.
Look, I have the list on the screen. Who's number 5? Who is that?
What is it? What list is this?
This is the most games or most points in a game. Wilt number 1, Bam number 2, Kobe number 3.
Then Elgin Baylor.
David Thompson. Who's that?
David Skywalker Thompson.
See, I didn't.
He was an ABA legend.
Yeah, and then Elgin Baylor, and then Donovan Mitchell. Then the rest are recognizable.
That high point, Gervin got him up there. That high point game from David Thompson. It was the last game of the season, and both he and Gervin were fighting for scoring titles, and they did the same thing for David Thompson. Give him the ball. I think Gervin got 63 that year.
I mean, these records or second place. Like these things are meant to be broken. Like that's the whole point of it. Like I don't know. To me, it's a great accomplishment. I don't care how many came from the free throw line because, like I said, if Joker had done it and he had taken 43 free throws, nobody would say a word about it. Or like if Tim Duncan had done it,
Steph,
like if you're a certain caliber of player, free throws, shmee throws, the big deal.
Or like, SGA. What if SGA does it?
Okay, that's what I was going to say. If Bam Adebayo can do it in this day and age, Shea can do it pretty soon.
He could.
I mean, if they decided, if there was a night in February next year where they're in Washington, and Washington, again, is actively trying to not win and even sitting their vets, I can see Shea going and hitting 40 free throws, 50 free throws to get this because, it stops the clock. It adds possessions. And when you do it and then the opposing team fouls you and then you start fouling to stop the clock, you can add 15, 16 possessions. That's 30 points to you and me. So, and that's what Shea does.
Yeah. And listen, I don't know, like, what the allowable amount of free throws to take in a game is. Like, what the...
Can you imagine paying tickets to this?
I mean, I don't know.
You're watching him take it his 43rd free throw.
Right.
God, get me another beer.
I mean, but always remember Wilt did it with no three-point line. Now, he did it against plumbers.
And honest to God, I thought he did it shooting free throws, and he didn't. I really thought that was part of it, too.
No. All right, we got 1 hour left, at least in this part of the day. We're going to do double duty because we're good soldiers. Morning Huddle 94.1.
Duty. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
America's #1 destination for lifted trucks, custom builds, and off-road ready vehicles is here. Lifted Trucks. San Antonio is on the corner of I-35 and Judson. Shop over 1,000 lifted trucks online at liftedtrucks.com or visit one of our Texas locations today.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
St. Patty's Day's here, so come and see. Total Wine and More's the place to be. Whiskey Smooth or Guinness Tall, we've got the best, come grab it all. An Irish coffee, bold and sweet, or something new, a tasty treat. Not sure yet? Don't fret or fear, our friendly guides will bring good cheer. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Kohl's gets it. Instant gratification is the best. Like waking up to freshly brewed coffee, hitting every green light on the way home, or getting instant Kohl's Cash. This weekend only, get $10 Kohl's Cash to use right away when you spend $25 or more. No waiting, no forgetting, no patience required. Offers end March 15th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's Cash do not apply to Sephora at Kohl's. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
So my friends over at Pure Talk have been sending me customer feedback from consumeraffairs.com, where thousands of people rate and review the top wireless providers. Here, for instance, is a nice note from James in Raleigh, North Carolina, who writes, quote, "After hearing Mike Rowe's ad, we made the switch to Pure Talk, and we couldn't be happier. We went from spending $1,200 a year with T-Mobile to $420 with Pure Talk. Thanks, Mike. Switch today!" Exclamation point. Pure Talk is saving James $820 a year. And because he literally wrote the words "switch today" in capital letters with an exclamation point, I'm going to go ahead and dedicate this commercial to him. So folks, take it from James in Raleigh, North Carolina. Pure Talk can give you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on the same 5G service the big guys are overcharging you for. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. You'll also save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 to save an additional 50%. Thanks, James.
Join NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse, the San Antonio Gunslingers, and Real Truck for a pregame tailgate party. Saturday, March 28th. Bring the family and meet the team ahead of their March 29th season opener with free food, games, and prizes. Plan your tailgating and seasonal adventures with Real Truck products like Undercover Ultraflex, Retracts, and other outdoor must-haves. Join NAW, the Gunslingers, and Real Truck for a free family event on Saturday, March 28th at Northwest Automotive Warehouse on Culebra Road. Online at nawtruckaccessories.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a new trouble spot, 35 northbound, Thousand Oaks, northeast side. Disabled vehicle, right lane blocked. Still have that stall, 35 northbound at Weidner. That one's still taking up 3 right lanes. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line so we can check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, it was fun while it lasted, but the Spurs finally fell. Nikola Jokic had 31 points and 20 rebounds and 12 assists, powering the Denver Nuggets past the Spurs 136-131. Jamal Murray scored 39 points. The Denver Nuggets rallied to beat the Spurs, coming back from a 20-point deficit. In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys are adding some offensive line depth, agreeing to a deal with offensive lineman Matt Hennessy, according to ESPN's Todd Archer. In other NFL free agent news, former Cardinal quarterback Kyler Murray has a new home. After being released earlier in the week by the Cardinals, he is now a Minnesota Viking as a one-year vet minimum deal. He's already owed $36.8 million from Arizona. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, America and San Antonio. How we doing? Did you see the Trinidad Chambliss, his big complaint?
Oh, no. What happened now?
He said in a court filing yesterday that the uncertainty surrounding his NCAA eligibility cost him a shot as being on the cover of EA Sports college football video game.
I believe that.
Really?
He says as of last week, he was one of 3 finalists, if not their favored player, to appear on the front of the next version of the game. That changed on Monday. The filing said when he got a text message from the company saying it just can't stomach the risk of him not suiting up this fall for Ole Miss. In addition to the NIL compensation, which he would have received for being featured on the cover, he would have enjoyed heightened notoriety and prestige since the cover shot is considered an honor in college football and in the gaming community. He's still up. It's still up for review. The petition's pending on Chambliss's request to play a 6th season of college football. The state Supreme Court is reviewing it at the moment. Chambliss is asking the lower court to update his complaint after the EA Sports decision, claiming the video game company's move was product of the NCAA's bad faith actions and continued opposition to Trinidad's eligibility.
Mm-hmm.
Again, most of these guys I'm not feeling too bad for when they don't get to play a sixth year of college football, but he also played at freaking Ferris State, which shouldn't even count.
It's sad that we have to adjudicate this. The decision has to go to a judge, and if the judge happened to go to Ole Miss, I get the sense he'll rule in the favor of Mr. Chambliss. If he doesn't, went to Mississippi State, he might rule against it.
Well, this has been a back and forth deal. Like this is much like the who is it? What's the one that they keep ruling on and then change? Oh, the Alabama player,
right.
His eligibility. It's just they're going to change it back and forth, and I don't know where the final thing is going to fall. It might be like once it's too late for Chambliss to play, then he just gives up. I don't know.
I think he's going to end up playing next year.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the alternative. Now, what's he going to do? It's a little late to get into the draft conversation, certainly.
Right. I think he'll end up taking snaps.
I would imagine so too, but who knows? Cowboys signed a corner, Kobe Durant, to a 1-year deal. Kobe Durant was ranked 120th on the Athletics list of top 150 free agents, the 10th ranked corner. He was pretty much a full-time starter for the Rams the last couple of years. Super athletic guy. He had a pick six this season. I mean, this is probably an upgrade for them.
Oh, no doubt, it's an upgrade.
I think like with Bland and Ravel, like I don't know why he can't be better than either one of those guys. Bland's got the injuries. Ravel I guess he's got injuries too, torn ACL. So this feels like I still think I wouldn't be surprised to see the Cowboys use one of their first-round picks on a corner, but this might mean it's a safety now. They may transition to a safety instead of a corner.
Everybody I read, it went before this could be either. I still think it's a quarterback. I still think they're going to go back to the well with cornerback.
I think so too.
I'm not against it.
I think it's corner or I should say now I feel like it's a secondary player and an edge rusher. Like that's the two. Mm-hmm. That's the two things they're going to look for. I still expect one or the other to be one pick, and then the other one to be the other pick in the first round. Offensive line being like the wild card, right. Or as I told you yesterday, if a fancy running back's available, if a running back's there that Jerry gets the gleam in his eyes for.
There's a lot of things that I disagree about Jerry, but his adoration for running backs I share.
Yeah,
it wouldn't take much for me to go, Jeremiah Love's there, I got him.
Yeah.
And if he's within 3 picks of me above, like I could go get Jeremiah Love. Because when Jerry has had good years, he's always been able to lean on a running back.
Yeah.
And he does go back to the well. So I wouldn't have a problem with that at all.
Let me see, where does Jeremiah Love go in the latest mock drafts? Love most recently went, number 8.
See, that's too far away.
To New Orleans. New Orleans has it. What are we doing drafting running backs? You got bigger problems than running backs.
There's something to that where you go, but again, this dude might be one of those. He might be Saquon.
All right,
I'm just saying, he's the closest thing I've seen since Saquon.
Really?
Really?
All right. Yeah, I get it. He's a good player, but I don't know. I mean, first of all, I just almost never believe in first round running backs. Historically, they are like less than 50-50
You're right.
to really pan out.
But just as Jerry has that, I too, as Cowboy fan, also go, what were my best years as a Cowboy? Well, Emmett played a pretty big role in that. Let's see, and I'm not going to take away from our most recent running backs, but I think back to Emmett and the glory days, and that was what got us there. And I can see going back and getting it again. And I know that Jerry at every opportunity has tried.
You think Jeremiah Love's better than Bijan was?
I think no. Okay. I think Bijan was pretty impressive. But Saquon hit the ground running, baby.
Yeah.
You know, he hit the ground as a rookie, was ready to go, and Bijan was kind of a slow build. He had a worse team around him.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a long time. I mean, the first round picks that have been worth it, like going back 10 years, this is the first round running backs since 2015. Melvin Gordon, I would say, Todd Gurley, I would say probably not worth it. Like he did not live up to that first round pick.
Yeah, but that was all injury. He had the performance, but
you're drafting the
no, you're right.
You're drafting the player on your team that is most likely to get injured.
I won't. I have no issue with that point of drafting a running back because he is the most likely to go down, and his absence is so magnified by the usage rate because you go get a guy to use him, and when he's hurt, you suffer twice.
What Melvin Gordon?
Melvin had a decent career. I'm not mad.
Worth a first round pick?
No.
Zeke Elliott?
Yes, absolutely was worth.
Okay. Leonard Fournette?
Oh no, not even close.
Christian McCaffrey? I think we'll agree.
Yeah,
worked out pretty well. Saquon? Yes. Rashad Penny?
Oh,
no. Sony Michel?
Who?
Yeah,
I remember him.
Josh Jacobs, kind of like Bijan, slow burn, but he's kind of gotten to that point, I think. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, disaster.
Nope.
Najee Harris, disaster. Travis Etienne. Jahmyr Gibbs maybe starting to be worth the squeeze, but I mean, it's just there's not very and Bijan. There's not very many of them, but like certainly the disaster end is like Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Sony Michel or Rashad Penny. You can't use a first round pick on those guys.
No doubt. But again, hope springs eternal because he does. I'm not kidding. He does look like that kind of guy that could hit the ground running.
I forgot Ashton Genty last year.
And again, I think he's going to be a slow burn because you saw a couple of explosive plays. You just didn't get any explosive games.
Yeah. That's the. I don't know how many. I don't know. I mean, how many opportunities are you going to get when you're on the Raiders to like have breakout running games? It's probably not too many. But that's, again, why I said the Raiders should have never drafted him. It was a mistake for that team to draft him, just like it would be a mistake for the New Orleans Saints to go draft Jeremiah Love. And it might be a mistake for the Cowboys, too. Like, when you've got real –
You're right.
I always say, if you've got engine problems, you got transmission problems, you don't go buy rims. You know what I mean? You don't put in.
Rims are pretty.
I know.
I know, and they spin.
And they spin.
Yeah. They're spinners.
I am the guy that buys the spinners.
Those are Dayton's.
Look at them.
If you're
nice and shiny.
If your power steering is out, you don't go buy a spoiler. You got
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your transmission's leaking. You don't put tint on the windows. You fixed the problems that are keeping you from going. All right, and running back it's window tint and spinny rims. That's what you get at the very end if everything else is working out. And you got a little extra dough.
Look at him run.
I know.
Look at him go.
I know, but he's going to get hurt, and that's the way running backs go. They get hurt. Because I could probably put on one hand the number of running backs that I've said like I'd make an exception. I'd take him in round one, and it would have cost me on some of them. Like I would have never gotten Saquon Barkley, but I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like because so Adrian Peterson was the first one I remember going, okay, I'd break my rule for him. Like I want Adrian Peterson on my team, and it's funny the Bills that year I wanted them to draft. They ended up drafting Marshawn Lynch, which. Marshawn Lynch was never great in Buffalo. He got much better when he was in Seattle, but I was so disappointed that the Bills didn't get Adrian Peterson in the first round. But then the next time I remember thinking I would take a first round running back was Todd Gurley, and thank God, I'd look like a dummy if I would have taken Todd Gurley in round one.
In hindsight, you do, but for the 2 years he played, he was everything you wanted.
You can't take a draft pick and hope for 2 good years.
No, but that
in the first
applies
round
to every first rounder. But running backs are just more susceptible.
Yeah.
But I have to take that as an acceptable risk.
Yeah.
That's just part of how I can't quantify. You're in a more dangerous position, so I'm going to take a lesser. I just won't do that. But I will also know that there's a certain place in time where you go get these guys, and sometimes you're just not ready to go get them, like the Raiders and Ashton Genty. That's a guy you want. You just got him too early, and you're going to wear him out before you get an offensive line to help.
Yeah, he'll never be useful because you're always going to be chasing points, and Not that the Cowboys aren't. The Cowboys might be doing the same thing. The Cowboys might not be good enough to be drafting a fancy running back
and that might very well be the case.
Certainly aren't.
It hadn't slowed us down, I can tell you that.
Saints have freaking Tyler Shuck penciled in to play quarterback next year. I guess they feel good about it. I certainly don't. We'll see, though. But yeah, that's the latest there with Jeremiah Love. He's not one for me. He's not a first round pick for me. If he pans out, I'll be glad to be wrong. I'm not cheering against the guy, but no, I'm not throwing a first round pick on that guy. Someone asked if we had talked college hoops yet. We have. We did talk a little college hoops. We've
a little bit.
Yeah, a little, just enough. We don't want to give you too much. We'll do a little bit more coming up in the last segment when we talk daily lines. And you know where else we'll be talking college hoops? On the Blitz today, from 2 to 6
afternoon. You want to watch.
Just so you guys know.
No, we're just going to replay the 7, 8, and 9.
That might be the move. Might be the move. A couple more tickets got punched yesterday, including McNeese winning the Southland. They wrapped it up against Stephen F. Austin yesterday, so they are in. Who was the other one that ended yesterday? I think maybe that was the only ticket that got punched yesterday was the Southland. But McNeese is in, Stephen F. Austin out. Maybe a surprise a little bit. McNeese not as talented as they used to be, but also the way that conference tournament is set up, it's on their home floor. So that's kind of a nice built-in edge for them.
It is.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 more auto bids to be handed out in the next 3 days. So between today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And then we'll have Selection Sunday, obviously.
A sweaty Sunday afternoon where the camera's sitting in the locker rooms. And
Up
there's
in
going to be some
Austin.
Sad Longhorns, I get the sense. And
maybe sad Bevo, maybe sad Indiana Hoosier.
Could be some sad Aggies if there's some upsets.
I don't think it'd be that seems unlikely, but
upsets will get you. Those 16 bids, the wrong guy wins. Suddenly, one or two of those teams get in, and those teams that stumbled through the finish, like Texas, like A&M, don't get to go because the last taste was the worst taste.
Here's where we're at now with Joey brackets anyway. Last 4 byes, NC State, Santa Clara, Central Florida, Miami of Ohio. Last 4 in, which means they would have to play in Dayton. VCU, Missouri, SMU, Texas. First 4 out. Oklahoma, Auburn, Indiana, New Mexico. Next 4 out, San Diego State, Stanford, Cincinnati, Seton Hall. Now, teams that have the edge here, Oklahoma, still playing. If they win one more, they probably work their way in, which would be bad news for Texas or SMU or Missouri, who don't have any more to play. New Mexico, still playing. Indiana, out. Auburn, out. San Diego State still playing. They've got something they can still do. And Seton Hall, they have to play UConn today, so it's an uphill battle, but they still have somewhat of a chance. But that's the thing is now you're that's what you're really watching is those teams that are, because most of the bids right now that are going to be given out over the next few days are from major conferences, and unless Ole Miss wins the SEC, there's no bid stealers still alive.
There's a few. We talked about it. Those ones that are going to be given today and tomorrow. There's some bid stealers floating around in there. The Sunday games, by the time we're there.
Yeah, unless like I said, unless Ole Miss wins the SEC, which I still would say is highly, highly unlikely. The bubble teams are who these guys really have to worry about. They have to worry about Oklahoma staying hot. They have to worry about New Mexico staying hot. That's the teams that can knock you off the bubble right now. So that stuff we'll find out today. Those teams both in action tonight and one step closer to trying to lock up their bids. All right, when we come back, we're going to see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your midday commute on I-10 westbound at Wurzbach, that stall still taking up a right lane. Road work through downtown, 35 southbound, 37 281 over to St. Mary's. Various lanes blocked along the way. On Fairlawn Drive at Southeast Military, getting reports of an accident. And I-10 lower level, westbound North Frio Street, they just picked up that road work. And Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
If you've been thinking about buying a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, think Ancira.com. Browse through thousands of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and RVs. Shop for your next new Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford, Buick, or GMC. Looking for an import? We have a huge selection of Kias, VWs, and Nissans. For your home away from home, a full line of RVs and campers. And you'll always get the lowest Ancira price, in-store or online at Ancira.com.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Juicy, thick-cut ribeye, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. This is bring your appetite food. Novo is attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit NovoBrew.com.
George gets justice. It's you versus them. The driver who changed your life. The insurance company dodging your calls. They want to give you up. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, they take on insurance giants and they fight to win. No upfront costs, no games. Just the fight for results. If you've been injured, it's time to get George. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. Getgeorge.com.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
St. Patty's Day's here, so come and see. Total Wine and More's the place to be. Whiskey Smooth or Guinness Tall, we've got the best. Come grab it all. An Irish coffee, bold and sweet. Or something new, a tasty treat. Not sure yet? Don't fret or fear. Our friendly guides will bring good cheer. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Jen, I didn't know you shopped here.
Hey, I'm hunting for something fresh for spring.
Oh, girl, skip them all. Jewelry Television has the best spring looks right now.
JTV, way ahead of you. Just hit up JTV.com yesterday, scored the cutest clover earrings, 2 tennis bracelets, and this gorgeous pearl ring.
Right now, new customers get $20 off any purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com.
Oh, and gold hoops and this turquoise bracelet.
Just a couple things, huh?
Maybe more than a couple.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Look at you guys. Look at you guys. It's wild in here on a Friday. And we're going to double dip. Rob and I will be hosting the Blitz today from 2 to 6. Jason and Joe are lazy. And
they didn't want to come to work.
Unmotivated. I don't know what other words I can use that are appropriate for the air, but they weren't into working today. So here we are, double dipping. like to take this time every day to see what's going on in the world outside of sports. Not sure how I feel about this one. Are you a fan of Morrissey, Vic?
Yeah, I like him.
Okay, I don't.
Why not?
I don't know. I hate like this. I feel like people who like the Smiths don't really like the music. They just think it's like hip or cool to be a Smiths fan.
Right.
But what I don't know. Maybe people actually enjoy that music. It's hard for me to imagine, but maybe it happens. He canceled a concert because Valencia was too loud for him. He was in Valencia, Spain, and was supposed to play a gig.
He didn't show up, right?
And then he says the noise of the festival was too much that he didn't get sleep the night before. There was loud techno singing and megaphone announcements throughout the night. It left me in a state where I was unable to perform. Tonight's scheduled show has been rendered impossible due to sleep deprivation. Morrissey drove from Milan to Valencia, but has been unable to rest in Valencia due to noise. He says he was experiencing indescribable hell. The show is not canceled. Circumstances rendered the show impossible. It will take me 1 year to recover, and that is an understatement. Morrissey's arrival, there's Las Fallas, a week-long festival that turns the city into a celebration of tradition and art. And apparently his hotel room was not quiet. And first of all, this is a guy who has canceled shows before for exhaustion and bad pasta and things like that. But now it's...
Oh, he's canceled tons of shows here in San Antonio. I don't know how many times people have been telling me, like, are you going to go to the concert? It's like, why? He's going to cancel.
Yeah.
And sure enough, he does.
According to a Morrissey fan site, the singer has canceled 111 shows and postponed 100 more since 2012.
See?
He's canceled on me twice.
This show was the sixth concert he's canceled in 2026. The others were St. Petersburg, Rancho Mirage, San Diego, St. Louis, and Atlanta. So the show is impossible. It's too loud at the concert. Too loud at the concert. He couldn't sleep. It's an indescribable hell, Rob. You're a Morrissey fan?
For a moment, I was more of a Smiths fan, but
I was saying to Vic, like, I don't believe that people are Smiths fans. I think like there was a time where it was cool to say you liked the Smiths, but nobody really liked them.
The fact was, no guy liked the Smiths.
Right.
Lots of women liked the Smiths. So if you were trying to date those women,
gotcha,
you had to kind of listen to the Smiths. And Louder Than Bombs, one of their bigger records, was one of those. Yeah, I was kind of a fan.
Okay.
But by proxy.
Yeah, I was not. I've never been. And he's such a gigantic tool.
Oh,
that it's this in maybe shocking news. If you were Bill Cosby,
here we go.
Pudding pop.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like Bill Cosby is not in a position to complain about his net worth at the moment.
Okay.
His net worth is plummeting, if you can believe that.
As he has any left.
I am too. Yeah. And now Donna Motzinger, who's 84, a former server at a Sausalito, California restaurant, has accused Cosby in a lawsuit of drugging and raping her in 1972 when she was 31 after he escorted her to one of his comedy shows. Which, by the way, in 1972, a 31-year-old person is now 84. How's that make you feel? Yeesh. Now, there's another woman named Andrea Constant who's returned to the witness stand to provide evidence in a civil case brought by Motzinger. Constant is one of the three women who Motzinger's lawyers have said they plan on calling as witnesses because their accounts of being abused by Cosby so closely resemble their clients. After several hours of testimony, she described her history with the entertainer, how she'd felt after an encounter with him, who'd become her friend and mentor, and then he took advantage of her. And now the Cosby has, he acknowledged that he was pursuing women for sex, but it was always consensual.
When they were asleep.
And any drugs he might have supplied were taken by the women with full knowledge of what they were ingesting. But his lawyers have depicted him as someone who unfairly became a target of the emotion stirred during the Me Too movement. And there are people now saying, well, I mean, Bill Cosby, like, listen, you can't ask for the same money now that you were asking then.
Yeah, you
he
can.
doesn't have what he had.
Go take every penny of that rapist. Take every penny. The dude got out of jail on a 10-year stretch. He did 3.
He said, due to allegations, whether they be newspaper, radio, television, magazines, or just plain internet, I've not worked in about 10 years or more. That means I've not earned a cent through my being an entertainer, a writer, a television performer, except in reruns, and my net worth has gone down like a submarine with no motor. Last year, he even had to sell a Manhattan townhouse for $28 million.
That poor SOB.
He still has his house in New York and has homes in Pennsylvania and Massachusetts, but he had to sell one. I mean, how can you still be coming after his money?
You're a convicted
He can't earn.
Rapist, brother.
He can't earn.
How old is he now anyway? What's
Cosby's like 88, I think.
Time to go away, sir.
I don't see. It doesn't say his age in the thing. I don't know why. It should. It should always say the man's age. That's usually how it works. But no, I think he's in his 80s. But yeah, Bill net worth plummeting like a submarine with no motor. It's sinking. I can't believe it.
Much like you.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and sink.
You're not going to get people to feel sorry for you, Bill. That's
no,
the thing.
Man, not at all. Pleading poor.
Yeah. Let's see. How you know what? I'll wait for Victor. I need to ask Victor. Victor, did you go to a movie theater last year?
No.
I don't think he did. No.
Mm-mm.
And you did because we went together.
Yeah.
What'd you see? Nosferatu? What was it?
Yeah, we saw Nosferatu.
No, there we go.
We saw something else too. I forgot what it was.
I think the last movie I seen in the theater was Twilight when it came out.
God.
The first one.
All right. There's a survey that's been done in the summer of this year.
Okay.
How many are in the summer of 2025? So from summer 24 to summer 25, how many adults, what percentage of U.S. adults do you think went to a movie theater and saw a movie?
I'd say max 30%.
I'd say 15.
53%.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That still feels really low to me, though.
Well,
like 20 years ago, I would say like 90%.
95%, yeah.
I used to go a whole lot more than I do now. I know that, but we still go.
Part of that is there's another thing. A small but notable 7% of adults said they have never seen a movie in a theater at all.
Those are known as Amish.
Can you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Live under a rock.
I mean, so obviously, with ticket sales in 2020 dropped 81%. In 2025, moviegoers in the U.S. and Canada bought 769.2 million tickets, less than half of the all-time peak. The most watched movie year in theaters was 2002. 1.6 movie tickets were sold. 1.6 billion movie tickets were sold.
Oh, wait. I take it back. I saw Rogue One, Star Wars, maybe about, or whenever that came out, when it premiered.
Well, that's been in the last decade. So
yeah.
At least we're there.
At least we're, I mean, it's not that bad.
It wasn't 2002 when everybody went.
That was 2016.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the
last
last time.
You went to a movie theater in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have talkies now in color.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but everything's still too expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I can't eat anything there anyway, just a diet soda.
They don't have to change the reels in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, there's not
really?
intermission.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you'd be shocked at the technological upgrades.
Oh,
Can't
I remember.
smoke in there anymore,
I
though.
did have to leave my cell phone in the bag, though, when I watched the movie.
Oh, you
it
got
was,
to see a preview?
Yeah, it was a premiere. It was like on a Tuesday, and it was going to release Friday. And it was through here at the station.
I don't like that. I don't like having to leave my phone.
I know, it was weird.
Just tell me I can't record it, and I won't record it. Like, I don't
of course, somebody still had a phone in there and was recording it, but
that's why we can't have nice
dumbasses.
things.
Can't have nothing.
And finally,
I used to buy those DVDs from the Malt's house down there on Blanco.
Or you can watch that high quality on the Magic Box.
That happened just last week.
And finally, George Michael, his most famous tour, is coming to the big screen. George Michael, The Faith Tour, a remastered and restored movie based on a long-lost film, will be released this year. I know everybody's excited about it. Directed by Andy Morahan and David Austin, set to be released by George Michael Entertainment, comprises footage shot during the European leg of the 1988 tour. There was a 14-camera shoot. George Michael was just 24 years old at the time. And when it hits theaters, the project will open with an original short film by Mary McCartney, Paul McCartney's daughter, Finding Faith, will contextualize the tour's cultural significance. It will also include unheard interview audio from Michael. Additionally, it will feature never-before-seen pics and videos of the musician during his Faith era.
It was an era. I'll tell you, it would be nice. It was bubblegum.
If I could touch your body.
It was bubblegum.
It was.
But it was good bubblegum. It was good.
Body like me.
I always felt like he was underappreciated. What was the next record after this when he had to make up because he was embarrassed about this whole Faith thing?
Father Figure?
What was it? The record Freedom? Was that the name of the record that he put
out?
out?
Yeah.
I thought that was a good record.
Okay.
Top to bottom, musicality. The guy had talent. Now, he tended toward the bubblegum and got caught in a public bathroom there in L.A. doing some meeting some old friends. But he never got to have a second act because he died. Didn't he lead for Queen there for a minute? He did. He led for Queen after
I didn't know that.
Freddie died. I mean, he had a voice. But this is bubblegum.
Baby!
This.
I mean, it's a great enough song.
It's a pop song, is what it is.
Limp Bizkit covered it. I mean, that makes it a...
Did they really?
Oh, yeah. You never heard that?
If I did, I didn't recognize it.
Can you play Limp Bizkit's Faith?
Yeah, let me look for it.
So Fred Durst and George Michael.
They've got something
They're kissing
in common.
cousins.
That's right.
Hold on, I'm looking for
Eskimo bros with music.
I don't think I have it in here.
Oh, come on, Vic.
Hey, I don't have everything.
What?
Feels like you do.
It. Well, almost.
Who was George Michael's partner in Wham?
Wham? I don't know.
I only know. Where are they now?
Yeah, that's a good question.
All right, here it is. I don't have the song, but I had to find the video.
Wham was George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley.
Andrew Ridgeley.
God, he was like
runs a dry cleaner.
Remember the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, and then Shawn Michaels went on to be like the world champion of pro wrestling, and Marty Jannetty was never heard of again. That's Andrew Ridgeley.
Sure was. You know who the talent was in that duo? Oh my God.
Hold on. Wait, it gets hard in a minute.
I can't imagine why this didn't hit.
This was a hit.
Oh, was it?
This was like their first big hit, I think. Yeah.
Before Nookie?
Yeah, before Nookie.
Okay.
Oh, but I need.
So is this the first time you heard this when they did it, or when George Michael did it?
Oh no, I mean I knew George Michael, but yeah. How old do you think I am, Rob?
Well, I wasn't sure if you were a big George Michael.
No,
fan.
I was not.
He listens to Culture Club. Yeah, he listened to Culture Club.
Right, here
George
goes,
Michael.
Vic.
Okay.
It's not an improvement. I wouldn't say this is better. It's just different.
Thought that was Mudvayne for a second.
You might have cut it off here because he's about to say "get the F up" and
there we go.
And start a mosh party. But
yeah, I already started.
It's got to be better.
That's different. I wouldn't say better.
Yeah,
different.
Oh, well, I guess it would be nice.
Because neither one of them are all that impressive. I'm not downgrading his version. He was working with a flawed song.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did like. But for Limp Bizkit, they didn't write it. So
I'm impressed with the attempt.
Yeah. They had to pay some kind of licensing fee for it.
That makes it even worse, though. Like all the songs they could have done, that's what they picked. But I guess it worked out for them. It became a hit. All right, we got one segment left, ladies and gentlemen. In that segment, we do a little thing called the Daily Lines. We'll do that coming up next. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, fellas, quick heads up. The 94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic at the Golf Club of Texas on Monday, March 30th.
Yeah, it's officially sold out.
But don't worry, you can still be part of the fun. Join us after the round for the ultimate golf after party at 90 Proof Bar and Grill at Lucky Road Ranch and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and about 1,000 exaggerated stories about the one drive that almost hit the fairway. The sold-out Spring Golf Classic, presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Jim Beam, and Sarah Auto Group, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, PPL Motorhomes, and Hornitos Tequila.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Porn sites are turned off.
Yes, they are.
They are?
The legislation passed a rule that you have to prove your age. And if you haven't proven your age, which nobody wants to put that information out on the porn sites, they lock you out.
In the past, they said, "Are you 21?" And me and all the other 8th graders would say, "Yes."
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Zach Bryan with Heaven on Tour. Saturday, March 21st, Alamo Dome. With special guests, Camp and J.R. Carroll. Tickets are on sale now at ZachBryan.com. Don't miss Zach Bryan live.
People. They're good. Good for laughs, for snorts, for cries, and goodbyes. People are good for doing nothing, or getting up to something. People are good for squad goals, and squad. People are good for you. Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together.
Jim Beam, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume, 2026, James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
If debt has become a part of your story, maybe it's time for a new chapter. Connect with NFCC. We match you with trusted nonprofit credit counseling services to provide you a path to financial freedom. We're your sidekick that can make you feel like the main character in your story again. No judgment, no pressure. Just the advice you need on your terms. Visit nfcc.org/yourside or call 833-837-7698 to get started. NFCC, on your side, by your side.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you know you. Like, you know you can't cook. You're not one of those people who say that they can, but when people come over for dinner, they find out the hard way, you can't. You can't even microwave popcorn, and that's literally just one button. Plus, measuring and patience are huge parts of cooking, and that's just not you. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Pricing coverage match limited by state law.
Let's go!
Hi, it's Jason Minix. You're listening to the home of the Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Finally, Friday. Free again. Wild weekend. Sing it, George. Let the good times roll. Good morning, everybody. We'll be back later on today, believe it or not, from 2 to 6 p.m. It's a long day for us.
Longer than normal.
I know. And now I don't know if I'm going to be able to go home and nap, so I'm really thrown off here. I got to figure some things out. I got to figure out my life choices.
Yeah, I'd recommend you do that.
I don't know what I was thinking when I told you I would do this with you.
You're a friend in need.
You're going to go to Starbucks or 7 Brew? Are you Paul?
Oh, my God. Where do you think I'm going to go? What's wrong with you, Victor?
You're going to be Paul?
Oh.
I have Green Bubble. I go to 7 Brew.
What's 7 Brew? Is that another?
Yeah, it's another coffee place.
I don't know. I don't even know what
you don't even know what it is.
No. I thought you was talking about the gas station.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even go into a gas station. I don't pump my own gas.
Be here.
They need to bring that back.
There's a place. There's the one that is still that I know of is at Hildebrand and McCullough. You can go get full service there.
See, that we need more of that.
Pull in and just sit in your car and
creates jobs.
Throw money out the door.
That's in Oregon where my wife grew up. It's illegal to pump your own gas.
Why is that?
Because they're afraid of starting fires.
But so the other 49 states don't have.
No, Jersey.
I think Jersey's too. Yeah, there's 2 states.
Oh,
but,
okay.
But Oregon's one of them. I guess
that's weird.
I think due to a lot of meth use, they don't trust meth heads around gas.
Well, I do see the occasional TikTok video of the gas pump still in the car and they're at a light. I'm not
going to laugh at that because I'm one step away from doing that myself.
Oh God,
so.
yeah, no, I've never done that, but I've seen it. It's like, man, what an idiot.
Yeah. Well,
but they need to bring that back, man.
I want to get in and out as fast as I can. It's not that hard to get out and pump gas.
No, that means my wife can do it. You know what I mean? It's like,
what do you mean your wife can do it? Your wife can't pump gas?
She can, but she never does.
See, that's the thing. That's not.
Oh, that went away a long time ago.
Your wife doesn't pump gas either?
Oh no, she has to. I'm not. You know, we first got married, and I was a good husband. Make sure her car was filled up. Now, have you gotten your car inspected? Have you changed your oil?
My wife has let the car go down to, babe, there's 3 miles left. I'm going to stop and put, come on, man. Now, I usually do half a tank, then I fill it up. I never let it go below half.
Well, that's the challenge of my new car is I need to find the end of the envelope.
Oh, you need to see how far it can go?
How far I can go, and that takes some time. To where I know I got 2 miles, brother.
Got 2 miles. It says 1, but I got 2.
Yeah,
can I give you some advice? When you let your fuel get low, then your fuel is not it's not cooling. There's not enough to cool the engine,
or cool the fuel filter.
Yeah,
in there.
The fuel filter is it's usually submerged, and if it's not submerged, that means it's getting hot, and you're lowering the lifespan of your engine.
That's why I never let it go below half.
The way I look at it is I'm lowering my lifespan every time I get out to get gas.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now I mean, this is also the guy who He waited until his battery died 3 times because he wanted to get one more crank out of it.
Squeezing every bit of juice out of that thing. So
you sent the picture from AutoZone too. Look, hey.
I need to find out exactly how far I can go.
How many times can you jump start a battery before it's actually dead?
Well, actually, with me, remember when we leave the station. I'm in the car and I see him. He goes, I got to open the hood, got to connect the battery. Like, how long were you going to do that before you got a new car? And yeah, it lasted for about a month?
I got another 6-8 cranks out of that thing.
Dude, there is nothing worse than having an unreliable vehicle.
Yes.
I know. That's how my green car was, and we got rid of it finally.
When you just give me one more.
Yeah,
it's like, is it going to start?
Just get me home.
Is it going to start?
Knock on wood, I haven't had to live that way in a long time, but that sucks, man. It sucks not knowing if you're going to go out there and if it's going to crank up or not.
Just one time.
It's cold.
I got to get to work. I'm late.
Man.
Well, if you get a call from me, then my car finally died because Rob heard it too. My starter, when I first go in there and start, it doesn't start, and then I got to wait 2 or 3 seconds, and then it'll start.
Victor, you should buy a Tesla or a Mercedes. They always start very reliable vehicle.
I have an Alfa Romero.
Very reliable vehicle.
And Rob's got a Maserati.
Got the Maserati now.
Bugatti, very reliable.
Hey, they'll come over here and service your vehicle.
That's right. They do it while you are sitting down and having your latte. They'll come and do it for you. While you get your pedicures.
I used to work at a place that they would come by once a week and you could schedule a car wash.
Oh,
they'd do it in the lot. They'd do all kinds of stuff. It was great.
Man, look, I have to wash my car by myself and by hand. And
damn.
Yeah, well, I have a pressure washer, so it helps.
No,
I'm telling you.
That's too much of much work to get all that stuff out.
Now and then I have
to drive it through somewhere.
Then I have my 200-mile-an-hour backpack blower to just dry it all off.
Yes, yeah.
Telling you.
There was nothing greater though than washing your own car back in the day.
Yeah, there was a time where it felt good.
Out, playing the radio loud, getting that thing ready for a Saturday afternoon.
You know what I actually do miss?
Brack.
I do miss the ones where you put some quarters in and you go in there and scrub it.
Yeah,
that definitely gets you cleaner than the drive-through one.
I recently went to that.
Like most of those are like now they're like homeless shelters. Like
I was going to say, it's either that. There's one over by our office. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think it's some kind of hookup place.
Yeah.
Because I'll put at 4:00 in the morning. Why are 3 dudes washing their car?
Oh yeah.
I'm not kidding. You'll drive by that place at 4 a.m. There's like 3 dudes like standing around their car. Like there's something else going on at this car wash.
You know what's going on there. You know what's going on there. All right, let's do what we always do to wrap up the show. Take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Rob, it makes me so sad when Victor tells us a story about how he's so poor.
It's hard being from Flea Bottom.
It really is.
It makes me feel sad. I
don't think you're feeling all that sad.
I don't feel sad for Victor because he's a poor, but like I do feel sad that there's poor people. Like I wish I could help them all, but I just
can't help it.
I have to use recycled water to wash the car.
But then I would have to be poor, and that's the worst. Ugh.
That's why we got 2 jobs.
That's right. That's why we got to do a double shift today.
Yeah,
that's why we get paid the big bucks, Bubba. All right, college hoops today. Man, we got some big action
all day.
As the games are now starting to really, really matter for some of these teams. We're down to the semifinals, the quarterfinals, and a couple of these different regions. But let's start in the Big Ten. Ohio State and Michigan. Michigan, a 12.5-point favorite. That'll tip off at 11 o'clock. At noon, you'll get Florida and Kentucky. Florida, an 11.5-point favorite. So you're going to see well, you know what? Then you'll see Illinois and Wisconsin at 1:30. Illinois, a 9.5-point favorite there, which, by the way, I think I like Wisconsin plus 9.5. That feels like too big of a number for a Wisconsin team that's playing great.
Round. Both those guys drew. That's a tough one.
But you're going to see Michigan, Florida, and Illinois. I would say 3 of the 5 or 6 best teams in the country.
There's 2 Final Four teams playing. I don't know which 2, but
you're going to see them play.
There's 2 that are going to be playing early on today.
You could see them all play before 2 o'clock. Illinois, a 9.5-point favorite. Like I said, I do like Wisconsin to cover that, though. Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a 1.5-point favorite. That tournament taken right down the street.
Have they split this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
The tournament's right down the street from Vandy's campus in Bridgestone Arena, the hockey arena there in Nashville. Seton Hall and St. John's. I said Seton Hall was playing UConn today. I meant St. John's.
I tell you, Seton Hall's low-key pretty good. I watched them play yesterday. They're not bad.
They're fighting a good fight.
21 wins. Now, granted, some of those are against the Sisters of the Poor, but they're going into the St. John's home field.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough one, but I wouldn't be surprised if they gave them a game.
Yeah, they're trying to make the Big East a 4-bid league, although Georgetown beat Villanova yesterday. Woof. That's not
Nova. What has happened,
man? Purdue is playing Corn. Nebraska, a 3.5-point dog to Purdue. Ooh. It's a neutral site game, so no travel, no Big Ten home court, but I might like Corn off the rest advantage. Catching more than a possession there, plus 3.5.
That's a tough one.
Iowa State's at Arizona. Arizona,
that's the game of the day, right here.
I think it is the game of the day. 2 potential Final Four teams. Arizona minus 3.5. I kind of think Arizona covers here.
Iowa State exacted their revenge. They got it on Tech, and Lipsy looked good last night. That team will press you, but I don't think they got a chance today.
Miami. Following up that Louisville win, they get Virginia. Virginia, a 3.5-point
also
favorite.
A good win for Virginia. 2 hot teams.
Ole Miss, who is scratching and clawing and ruining people's dreams along the way. Ole Miss takes on Alabama today in the SEC quarterfinals. Alabama, an 11.5-point favorite.
I think the fun run ends
Yeah,
today.
probably so. UConn minus 15.5 against Georgetown. Georgetown, who is trying to get to 500 on the season. UConn trying to win themselves a Big East championship. UCLA and Michigan State. This ought to be a good one. Michigan State, a 5.5-point favorite there. Clemson and Duke. Clemson, after knocking off North Carolina, now a 10.5-point dog against the Dukies.
I'm not sure I'd want to be Clemson today.
After a close one yesterday?
I think Duke got a little scare. They're not going to be lackadaisical like they were yesterday.
But also, Clemson is another big bruising team. That's what Florida State did, and they gave Duke hell yesterday, almost beat them.
It'll be a tough one for them today.
The other big game, Kansas-Houston, a Big 12 semifinal. Houston, a 5.5-point favorite in that one. Oklahoma and Arkansas. Arkansas, the Piggies, 7.5-point favorites today.
All these games are listed at 8:30. I bet none of them go off before 9.
No, it's going to be as it goes.
Yeah.
If you give us one overtime game, it'll screw up everything. Yeah. The Knicks are at Indiana tonight. Knicks 13.5-point favorites on the road. Cleveland 13.5-point favorites at Dallas. The Pistons 15.5-point favorites hosting the Memphis Grizzlies. The Raptors 4.5-point favorites against the Phoenix Suns. The Pelicans and 7.5 points go to Houston. The Timberwolves lay 6.5 at Golden State. Portland, this is crazy. Portland minus 14.5 hosting Utah.
Well,
14.5 though for the Blazers.
Utah is racing to the bottom.
And the LA Clippers minus 13.5 hosting the Chicago Bulls. The World Baseball Classic gets back in swing today. South Korea and the Dominican Republic. Hyunjin Ryu goes for South Korea. Christopher Sanchez for the Dominicans.
Where are they playing? Do we know?
Believe this is – no, I don't know. I'd be making it up. I forgot where because I know it's Miami next, but I don't know where it is. Christopher Sanchez and Dominican minus 900 favorites, 4.5 runs on the run line. The Team USA also minus 900 favorites, also minus 4.5 on the run line. They are taking Logan Webb to the hill to take on Michael Soroka and Canada. Tomorrow, Puerto Rico and Italy. Seth Lugo going for Puerto Rico, unannounced so far for Italy. But Puerto Rico minus 120 in that one.
They're hoping their pitcher can get off work.
Yeah. Venezuela is going to go with Ranger Suarez. Japan is going to go with
who?
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
He's still a Cub, right?
Yes. Yeah. Minus 180, Yamamoto. Minus 180 in that one. So good games coming up. I don't know how much time. I listen, as long as it's college basketball, these tournaments are going on, it might be hard for me to catch any of this baseball, but maybe I'll watch Team USA tonight if I get a chance, if I get a slow moment in the hoops.
Are the lady FIBA players still going on, or was that a one-off?
I have no idea. Jimmy texted us yesterday again and was like, hey, guess what's going on? What are you talking about? Yeah, the women's FIBA going on. Yeah, it's going on still. The World Cup qualifier. Oh, there's no bets available right now. So I guess you can't bet on them. So
off the board. Dang it.
Guess that means it doesn't matter. It doesn't count.
I was going to go over on eyelashes.
Probably safe over with Team USA. Hey, friends, that's it for us this morning. But if you like what you've heard here,
ain't done.
We'll be back at 2, and we'll do it all over again. Maybe even better. Certainly better than what Jason and Joe would have done. For the rest of you, we'll see you next week.
Damn.